Lightsaber. Lightsaber. Wisdom. Okay. Color. Green. And green.
Just waiting to see up on my PC. Oh yeah. I said a while back I'm gonna start using all the maps and stuff like that and all the battles and stuff like that on Roll20, but you're good. You can take your time. When it's your turn though, if you're not loaded up, I might come back to your turn when you're loaded up, if that's okay. Just because what's gonna be seen around you guys is gonna be important. I don't know if she heard me. Continuing on. So
Okay.
we're gonna start with Nick. So
Okay.
let's change the music really quick because there is a map for this.
Oh my gosh, there's 2 HKs.
So
Whoa,
you can
where's-
see
One
you
of
can
them I
see
can
the
move.
you can see the map that we have right now, correct? Nick?
Yes.
All right. Now take a look at this puppy here, and then.
Whoa!
Well,
It's all
there's
black.
on one block.
Do you have dark vision, Nick?
Do I have dark vision? Let me check. My guess would be no, but I can give myself it eventually. So no, I do not have it at this moment.
Well, why can I select
This is all you're going to
boy?
see then. So, at the moment, inside of your ship,
Mm-hmm.
What?
as you look around, as you wake up, I need you to roll a D100 for me.
$72.
Physically, you're doing pretty well. It doesn't seem like a lot of the injury has been done to your body, like nothing sticking through you, which is good. But as you look around you, the ship is totaled. You're currently in the the barracks of the ship. As you look in front of you, there's a massive pile of metal and debris. A lot of the beds and little chunks of individual plates inside the ship have mixed together, and it looks like a stone has stuck up through the bottom of the ship and has put a lot of the soil and gravel that has scraped underneath the ship as it was landing up in the middle. It is filling up this room, and you can see it sloped a bit into the exit of this room. You can hear as alarms and sirens go off on the ships. You can hear a little voice over the speaker alerting you that life support systems have failed and that the shields have failed. And as you look to your left, over on one of the beds nearby, you can see what looks like a very unconscious wave. It looks like they're holding onto their saber. And a little tool set is kind of in their lap, closed up.
Okay. I guess I'll just pick them up.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll be. You can move over there. As you walk over and you step on some of the soil, you'll watch as what looks like a large millipede-like creature will begin crawling over your foot and dig back down, burrowing into the dirt. It doesn't seem to bother you, but it does move out of sight.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll just then pick up the Unconscious wave.
As you pick up wave, you are at half movement. She's a teenager. How are you carrying her? Like over the shoulder or more like under the knees, under the shoulders?
Kind of just, yeah, like bridal carriage almost.
Okay, yeah. You currently have her in your arms. Why can't I move her? Am I on the wrong layer? I'm on the wrong layer. And then we'll send her down.
There we go. So I can control.
I'll just give you control of her. I can't because she's got special controls. You're currently holding them. So where are you going to try to go? Would you like to try to move up and over this debris? It's going to be
I guess I'll
also half movement.
start going this way. Which this should be the rest of my movement.
Okay. Yeah, as you get up to the top of the pile, carrying wave, it doesn't seem too hard to be carrying them this far. It's just slowing you down a little bit. But your vision is going to increase. As you look around you, it looks like one of the doors is kind of stuck, opening and closing rapidly. You can hear as the sparks kind of fly from it, which is going to be this door right here, going towards the engines, and then the door going towards like the more resting quarters of the ship, as well as like the planetary view area of the ship, and like the holo communications. That door seems to be glowing a little bit for some reason. If you'd like to roll an investigation check or an insight check.
Sure, I'll do an insight check. Actually, it doesn't matter, so I guess I'll just do an investigation.
Okay. If there's something you feel like would fit more about, like if it would be like a technology
16.
check, you can do that as well. A 16. It looks like the reason that door is glowing is because it is burning hot. It seems like that door might be having perhaps a fire or something behind it that hasn't ruined the door yet, like this one, but is causing it to be immensely hot. So if you're attempting to move it like with your hands or doing like an athletics check, it might cause you some damage.
Okay.
And this one over here just seems like it's a bit dangerous and not very controllable. But with that, you still have your action, bonus action. You've only used your object interaction in your movement.
Guess I'll just dash here. Kinda.
Staying away from the doors.
Yeah, just checking other areas.
Yeah, as you look over here, I'll just reveal that this is just a wall. Did that reveal it?
Okay. No, it darkened it more.
Okay, there we go. As well, this is a wall, this is a wall, and this is a wall.
Gotcha. I guess that is my turn.
Okay. Moving on to the next person in the order. We have... I almost said Almea. Uwumi. Are you ready yet? Or do you still need some time?
No, I still haven't have it up,
Oh.
so you're gonna have to skip me.
I can hear you, though, which is nice.
Okay, we'll come back to you.
I can also hear you.
HK42. We're gonna go up to you. You're gonna be looking up in the top right a little bit more, as I'm gonna highlight you. Do you have dark vision?
No.
So you're just gonna see the cockpit. It looks like the two Jedi in this cockpit with you are unconscious. You can see Umi is currently leaning in their chair against the computer, and Gildara is passed out on the ground. Your functions seem to be lessened by a lot, but you are alive, and you are still operational. Can you roll a D100 for me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me get to the... Nope, there. 25.
25. You're good. As you're kind of checking your operational status, you're kind of looking yourself over. It seems like all of your limbs are intact. There's nothing wrong with your head. It's mostly just damage to your outer plating and your armor. Otherwise, you're at at least minor functionality. You're able to do most tasks.
Can I read what the consoles are saying, like that the damage is? What's up with that?
Roll a technology check.
I gotta go back to the... Oh. 4.
It's really difficult to get any kind of reading off of anything at the moment. As you're looking around the technology in this cockpit, most everything is short-circuiting or off. If you could turn on auxiliary power or emergency power, you might be able to get things in here running to get a better diagnostic. But if you were going to do that, you could just go back to the engine, or go back to like the engine, the power, like core and stuff like that, and start fixing things up. Maybe get a reading over in engineering alone. So it would be a lot of back and forth. But at the moment, it seems like everything is going haywire or down. You can see the door behind you is currently got its blast door set up. It's completely closed. It has emergency closing in case anything happened to the rest of the ship. And you guys have a little bit of oxygen becoming accessible in this cockpit, but it is not from life support because you can hear over the speakers that life support is down. It seems to be coming from the windows, which are all cracked. And in front of you, you can see the surface of... Show to players. Boom. Look at the roll 20.
Oh.
You're on the planet of Kashyyyk. You can see the roots and the lower parts of these massive trees, most of them larger than your ship, about 6 times larger. It looks like you have arrived on the surface of Kashyyyk, and the surface being a far way down. You can hear kind of noises, some roars, and the sounds of like trees and grass kind of flowing in the distance, coming through the small cracks in the glass. Thankful for your other crew members, however, the oxygen coming in is keeping them alive.
So we're in the planet, just like in the bits, like one of the different layers of the atmosphere, right? We're not like out in
you're
space.
on the surface. You're on the surface. Of the
Okay.
You're at the very bottom.
Oh, so we're on the surface?
So Kashyyyk is weird. There are some areas of the surface that are like more, like if you watched episode 3, there are some areas that have like lakes, they're higher up. This is the Shadowlands, which is like where the giant worship trees are. This is like the very bottom of them, so where like a lot of dangerous animals exist, a lot farther down
Oh,
the base of
okay.
the planet.
So we're on ground.
It'd be like being at the bottom of Coruscant, but with trees instead of buildings, is about how far down you guys are, because these trees go up for thousands of feet. It is very dark down here, almost pitch black.
Okay. I will. I'm gonna wake up, or HK will attempt to wake up Umi.
As you shake Umi,
yeah.
they seem to be unresponsive. Do you have any way of
Can I
healing
check
or bringing people's HP
if-
up?
No. But that's good to know they're not dead.
No, they're not. And well, I mean, would you like to roll a medicine check?
Sure. Yeah.
All I've said so far is that they're unresponsive, not if they're alive or dead or not.
Gotcha. That's a 10.
They are alive.
Okay.
Gildara over to the
Look.
left of you seems unconscious as well. I think I've already said. Just to reiterate.
I'm gonna look at this and find what's this. Okay, and how big is this? Is the blast door, right?
Yes, that is the door out of the cockpit. It is currently locked shut.
Okay. Okay, so I can't do that. I guess I'll attempt to see what I can do with the console. I don't know how much I can do. It's something to like either remove the blast shield or to...
Oh, to like turn off security lockdown? That would be possible.
Yeah, just to at least get the blast shield door down.
I'll let you use your action to roll a technology check, but that will use your action.
Yeah, sure thing. That's a 16.
Yeah, as you begin typing away at the computer, this time you're able to find one of the small panels at the far right side is still working. You're able to maneuver your way through the systems, making your way to the security lockdown, shutting it off. Currently, all doors that are shut with a blast door, open. Including yours, Erebos. You'll watch as the heated door that you saw slides open. The cracked door that keeps opening and closing, however, does not fully open. Nick?
Yes. Sorry, say that again?
The door that was heated, that was on fire, opens for you as this happens.
Oh, nice.
The one that was like opening and closing, however, still remains broken. It's still kind of like glitched. But Andrew, as you open up that door, you'll watch as it slides open. At least the blast covers. Now it's just a regularly operational door.
Okay. But the door's still locked, right?
No, it's unlocked. It's just it. Okay, so the doors just open and close as you get within proximity of them or open them manually. The only thing that was covering the doors was the blast shield to keep it like extra sealed, and that's what you just removed from a lot of the doors in the ship.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll walk through to see what's up, what's happened.
All right. You walk through. Let's move you forward here. And then you don't have dark vision, so I'll reveal 15 feet to you this way. Oh, I made it darker. As you step out here, it looks like over here there is a large pile of rubble that is blocking you off from the rest of the ship. You can see that this door has been completely crushed, and you can see through just a little bit to the other side where some of the councils and the food area is over here, where you guys where the organics would go and get their food. But over here there seems to be another door where the blast door is open instead of closed, so it is accessible to get over here.
Yeah. What was that? 10, 15, 20, 25.
And you'll go over to the
30.
inside of here.
Yeah.
Let's reveal. This is all very dimly lit. This is the storage compartment. As you come inside, it looks like most of your storage is actually, ironically, fine. It doesn't look like a lot of damage was done to it. But it is pretty jostled. You can see that the little security crate that you had found that was secretly hidden back here, that had some of the stuff that the Mandalorian left in his ship, is still intact. Everything else seems fine. Your guys' rations, however, are not stored in this area, so you're not how sure the food or water may be. But anything like boat, like an inflatable raft or anything like that, all your storagey stuff is still good.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah, that would be me.
you? Okay. We'll go on to Andy. Are you good yet, or should I continue going?
You can just continue going on. It might take me a while, so you can just put me at like the bottom of the initiative if you want to.
Okay. If you're good with that, yeah. We now move on to Wave.
What?
You wake up being carried by Erebos as your eyes kind of flutter to consciousness.
Alright, they do not know Erebos, really, so... they're gonna try to get down.
Her boss will lay it down.
As you get down, your little toolbox will kind of fall to the ground because it was just sitting like on your stomach, and you'll watch as some of the tools spill out onto the ground.
They're gonna like scramble to pick all of those up.
Yeah.
I've dark vision, by the way, if that
You
helps
do.
at all.
Nice. That's gonna lighten things up. Not much than it already currently is, because this room is pretty closed off. But when you get to other areas, you will see better. Yeah.
What happened? Also, am I supposed to be rolling a D100?
Oh yes, please. Yes, please.
I got a 74.
You're doing all right. You don't feel great. You have the world's worst migraine, and you feel very bruised and bloodied. You can see a lot of scrapes kind of cover your arm from just being pushed so hard against your bed, in the frame of the bed.
How does Erebos look too?
He looks about the same.
Wave is gonna tap your arm, casting heal on you as they're gonna say, "What happened?"
Oh, how much do I heal for?
Let me look at my modifier. Wow. 2 plus 5. 13.
13? Nice.
Wait, I include proficiency, right?
You do not.
To my spellcasting modifier, my forecasting ability modifier.
If it says, use
Wait.
your force casting modifier, you just add your wisdom.
No, just kidding. You heal 10, not 13.
You would've got it.
Is Erebus still not answering?
Ask the question again, because I was focused on health and also restatted my character online.
They said, what's happening?
It seems we have crashed, but we should be okay. We're just trying to find others at the moment.
What? Where's Umi? Messing.
Most likely in the cockpit.
They're gonna like start walking towards they think the cockpit is. As they're also going to heal themselves. So,
Can you do that twice in your?
oh wait. Are we're in initiative?
You are in initiative. Yeah.
Okay. No, then they don't.
Just because there is danger imminent, just not monsters.
Okay. My bad. Then as a wait.
Was that me?
No.
Oh, Nick is clicking things.
Sorry, yeah, I'm just working on stuff.
Are you gonna use your movement to try to go to Umi?
Yeah, can I use my bonus action to take my droid out, or would that take an action?
To use your droid, or to just get it out of your thing?
To get it out.
It just comes out. That's a free
Oh.
action. It's
Okay.
always ready to do what you want.
Then they're gonna glance over at Airboss before they start walking. What direction is the cockpit?
The cockpit would be up this way.
Okay.
Give me a second. Okay, what are these red? Can we get rid of the red so I can help you?
Yeah.
So going through this
they're
space
go-
will be 10 feet
Alright.
because there's some debris here. So it'll be 15 feet to where you are.
Okay. They're gonna wait for Airbots to follow them though, so can I like hold some of my movement to move with the Airbots?
Yes. Would you like to go? I think here's where you can go.
Yeah.
Wait, no, 15 movement.
No.
You can go here.
Yeah.
But
They're waiting.
You can hold your movement until Airboss moves with you.
And then they're also clicking a little slot on their lightsaber and taking out their droid. And that's it.
As your droid clicks out and comes to life, it'll kind of crawl around your saber a little bit, and it'll crawl up onto your hand, and it'll look up to you, and you'll watch as it begins waving its arms side to side, as it's like one of those little jumping spiders, where it's just kind of like moving its hands up and down a little bit as it's like stationary.
We'll just smile at it. That's me.
All right. As we go to the next in the initiative order, I believe that is Gildara. You here, Nico?
Alrighty. Yes.
You already know where you are. You're right here.
Yeah, I'm up in the cockpit, right?
Roll a d100 for me.
Sure. Let me get that done. Adding spells to my sheet. 1d100. 86.
You're doing good. You don't feel amazing. As you come to consciousness, you'll see that Umi is unconscious, passed out over the controls. The droid that was in here with you, it seems that they have left, or fallen out of the ship for all you know. As you look around you, you can see all of the cracked windows of the cockpit, and through the window you see the surface of Kashyyyk.
Cool.
The ship is currently blaring with alarms. I don't think I need to go through it again. It's saying life support's gone, yada yada yada.
Yeah. I don't have dark vision, but I will use the force sight, which gives me a blind sight out to 30 feet. And I'm going to slowly kind of stand up and brush off my robes.
You see your friend over here, your former Padawan, a glowing light blue.
Yeah, I'll kind of look and kind of crack my neck a little bit as I kind of stretch. there's no visual threat coming our way from outside. There's not like a monster charging us or anything like that as of right now.
It doesn't
Okay.
seem so. Looking through the windows, it is pitch black, and you do hear the sounds of the jungle coming through the
Okay.
ship from where you are, but you more so hear little pops and crackles as the machines and the computers around you are whirring in pain as they have been just demolished from the crash. You can see the nose of the cockpit, even though the glass has stayed together quite well, has crumpled, and feeling out with the force, reaching out around your area and around the ship, it doesn't seem like any threat is nearby at the moment. But your
Cool.
crash was presumably loud.
Yeah. That's it for Gildara then. There's not anything else she can do right now, so she'll just wait there.
Okay. That brings us to Umi. Are you good, Andy?
I might be. Just give me a second more, I think.
You're good. While we're waiting on Andy, if people want to look at the Katie's droid, it is in visuals.
Ooh. Ooh. Look at that.
Katie wasn't playing a furry in this campaign, so she made a furry droid.
No,
Kitty, I love that your droid has cat ears.
thank you.
And then wait, does it have whiskers?
Not to sound like a bad partner, but I was upset the entire time she was making it.
Why?
Just frustrated. You know I was. I was just taunting you because
Why?
of the cat head.
Why?
Because the rest of it is so cool. It's got little like stinger arms and then a cat head, and I'm just like, oh no.
Two little demon tails. Or antennae.
For those Star Wars nerds, it's that little like roundness to its body is because it fits on the lightsaber, and it is fucking tiny. It is itsy.
Wait, does Katie, does the head operate as like the screw that keeps the robot in place with your lightsaber?
That's a good idea.
That's
I
why the
was
whiskers
thinking
exist.
that they just disappear into the body, but it's a good idea. Thank you.
Oh, I mean, your idea is good too. I love the idea that it just like clamps on and then the rest of it just kind of like vanishes with it. Becomes the whole.
The Hulk?
The whole.
I've been watching a lot of Marvel movies lately. It becomes the Hulk.
Okay.
It's
Marvel movies are okay.
Andrew, I got rid of
They're
the
good.
punishment box. Don't make me
They're
bring it
good.
back.
I'm just saying, I don't know how much of a light they hold to the DC animated movies, but you know,
But
they're good in their own way.
That is unfair because they're different forms of media. So that's like me saying this song is better than Marvel movies. It's just not an accurate comparison.
Well, here's the thing, right? The phrase apples to oranges, you can still compare them. There's no reason why you can't.
Yeah, but then
You know, Marvel movies are pretty okay, but I do really like oranges.
you know what? Marvel movies are okay, but I really love Toad from Mario.
I also have a confession to make, Nikos. The one
Yeah.
time when I said his drop is, what is it, graduating from high school, basically like legally dropping out, I did not hear myself. I said it, and I thought it made sense in my mind. And then immediately when you said, Andrew, do you listen to yourself? I tried to hide under the cover and say, yes, I do.
Andrew, it was like 4 in the morning, and we were talking about a lot more stupid stuff than that. So that's
been racing through my head for like a week. So
that's
now
a good one. No.
now it's recorded evidence that I, Andrew Jarsinski, do not listen to myself.
that's okay.
Oh god, I forgot. I'm sorry. I don't have the noise suppression on, so you guys just heard me opening a bag of salt and vinegar chips.
Ooh.
You know, sour cream and onion chips are pretty good.
Andrew,
Agreed.
I'm gonna remake that fucking punishment box so fast.
Don't do it.
It's gonna
Andrew,
be
don't
called.
do this.
It's gonna be
My
called
contract
Andrew's
doesn't
punishment
exist with
box.
Nikos anymore. I can say things.
It's true.
My computer's still having trouble loading stuff, so if you need us like move on.
Minion,
that's
Batman,
okay.
and Minion Superman are in a homoerotic relationship.
I
That
can
I'll
wait
go
for you
with.
if you want. We're just kind of
That's
hanging out.
fine. It's gonna be like a while probably because it still hasn't loaded. So
What happened to your computer?
that's just how it always is.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry.
All right, we'll go back to the top of the order then. Andy, while it's loading, if you want, can you roll me a D100?
Sure.
Okay.
$68.
Okay, you're
That's what I
doing good.
got.
You're doing all right. We're gonna go back to the top of the order with Erebos. It looks like Wave is waiting patiently for you, at the, like, between the two doorways.
Okay. X out. Well, it looks like we have some free room, as I'll just take a step forward.
Can we try to go to the cockpit?
Yes, but I haven't had this ship as much as you all, so you'll have to lead me there. I'm just inspecting currently the area.
Okay. They'll use the last of their 15 movement to move here, which I think is where the cockpit is.
Yeah, I'm gonna reveal a whole bunch of stuff really quick.
You sound really far away.
Yeah, because I moved my mic because I was eating chips.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
So you can see what looks like a massive ring of fire, is burning around the main, planet, hollow area. I don't know what the hell these are called. Where you look at the visuals and planets and pictures and stuff like that, has currently a ring of fire out of it. As you can see, what looks like one of the pipelines above it is dripping down what looks like a dangerous fuel that is continuing to keep the fire alight. It looks dangerous. As you went this way, Airboss, you still have 15 movement.
Okay. 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm gonna
Wave
move you a little
will-
bit. Right there.
We will be just like staring at this thing, kind of fearfully.
Yeah, as you go down the hallway a little bit, preemptively going past Wave, Erebos, looking down the hallway, you don't see much of anything. It's pitch black in here. Most of the lights are very faintly glowing as a lot of the power is leaving the ship more and more as you watch as they grow fainter and fainter. You can, however, hear what sounds like some mechanical footsteps coming from this side of the hall, on top of all of the other loud noises and crumbling sounds coming throughout the ship.
Gotcha.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
Let me think. Not really.
Okay. We'll go to next in the initiative order. We're gonna go to HK42. Are you back yet, Andrew?
Yes.
It is your turn.
Oh, do I see them?
Not yet. They're not in your field of range.
Ah,
You only have a 15-foot
I
sight right now because of how dark it is.
okay.
So you can see like
I'll
here.
move back then 5, 10, 15. And then let me measure. You said that this was all like a collapsed door, hallway, like rubble kind of stuff.
But see, all collapsed and
Gotcha.
revelly.
Does it look like, just from me over looking over there, does it look like I can move through it, or is it like blocking the other side?
It looks like it would take either some strength to move things out of the way, or perhaps being a bit nimble, trying to move things without anything crushing and pinning you. With how low you are in health and functionality at the moment, it could be a death sentence. If you're not careful. I should reiterate.
So I'm alone at the moment. HK is, because these Gildara and Umi last I saw were unconscious. HK will take a frag grenade out that he's found on the last planet.
You're gonna blow the debris away?
I'm going to blow the debris away.
That is brilliant. I love that. You get an inspiration point for that.
Hey, I'm kind of loaded on grenade.
Yeah, roll damage for me.
Yeah. Let me just write down real quick. 1. Correct that. And then I'm gonna just check the damage. Okay. Ooh, a nice 14 kinetic damage.
As you throw that grenade, you'll watch as the rubble blasts free. You'll watch as it scatters across the floor. As you do so, you can see the hole in the hull you have broken through right here. And what looks like some tufts of grass stick through. I'm not going to make that, so just imagine that this area right here is open now to grass. In the distance,
Okay.
however, you can't see much in between this and that, but you can see over here, just because it's lit up a little bit, this computer panel in the distance. But anything in this area is still kind of darkened to you.
So I moved. What was it?
It's like seeing a
15?
flashlight
Yeah.
in the distance.
Mm-hmm. I will use. See, I forgot that I'm like. Yeah. I will use my rest of my movement. So 20, 25, 30. Then I will. Yeah, I will just bonus action. Move more real fast.
Let me reveal some to you first. There you go.
I'll just bonus action dash real fast.
Yeah, show me where you're going.
10, 20, 25. 30. I'm at the console.
All right. So I'll show you everything that you see. You can see what looks like one of the massive stones at the surface of this planet is pushed through and has torn this section of the ship apart as it frisbeed down to the planet. It looks like the ship is currently cut through and pinned inside of this thing.
That does make me feel better about the grenade.
Yeah.
I think that's me, because I used the grenade was my action, and then I used my bonus action to get there. So I think that's me.
All right. Moving on in the initiative order, we're gonna go to Wave. It looks like Erebos, following your lead, has gone a little bit farther than you, moving his way down the hallway.
Did I hear The explosion.
Yeah, you did. You heard what sounded like one of the parts of the ship perhaps blow up.
They're gonna like kind of snap out of them, like staring at this, and then they're gonna run. Boom. They're gonna run this way. This is the cockpit, right?
Yes.
Okay. They're gonna run over here.
Before you run really quick, I just want you to know this area right here seems to be what's left of Gildara's bed. You're not entirely sure if Gildara is underneath any of this rubble, but
Oh.
you do know this is where she usually sleeps.
Then before. Would it take an action to look?
It would
for
take
Gildara?
just you could do an investigation or insight, just as for free, if you'd like.
Yes.
Which one are you rolling, just so I know?
Investigation, right?
Okay.
Or what was the other option?
Insight.
Oh,
You're
insight.
smarter than wiser.
I got a 12 insight.
Oh, you were doing. Oh, you are insightful. You know that Gildara was not sleeping at this point. It is like pretty early, like not too early where it'd be morning, but like like morning bedtime. But you know that she was in bed at this moment. As you kind of snap back to reality instead of panicking over if she would be there or not.
Yeah, they're gonna run by Erebos and they're gonna say, it's this way. And then they're gonna point forward as they run up here, is I think where they can go.
Okay. Is that you?
Yes, but as bonus action, they're going to, use sign language to tell their droid to start looking for others.
Give me one
Yeah.
second.
Should I roll them into initiative?
So what you'll do in the future is your droid and you both roll initiative and you take the lower one. And then you guys go on that initiative together.
Oh,
For now, just keep it the initiative you have. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find your... I'm gonna make you a token for this little sucker. I was not prepared for that.
yeah, I lied.
You lied about what?
Not using them.
Alright, border tent. Download. And then we're just going to bring this little sucker up here.
What? What?
There you go. Where would you like to send them? They're gonna. I'll control them because they're just gonna. Once they're away from you a certain amount of time, they go into my control, anyways.
They're just supposed to be looking around, so.
All right. I will end as your turn ends, they're gonna move their 20 feet. You want them to go look for Umi or just for anybody?
For Umi, but would they know?
No. Can you roll an intelligence check for them?
They've never seen.
I've never seen anybody but you. They only know you exist. Anything else to them, they don't know.
They got a 7.
They're gonna go over here. and then they're gonna crawl up this wall and they're gonna pick at one of the lights.
Uh,
They're gonna look back and they're gonna point at the light, and in sign language they're gonna say this.
well, they can speak back. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. It's very rudimentary. They can't do like complex speaking because obviously they can't use their fingers.
Can I see them though anymore?
Oh, then no. They're gonna. Like, do you understand binary yet?
I got 16 out of 29 days to binary.
They yell out to the unknown and no one hears them.
Cool. That's my turn.
I'm just gonna upload this really quick while I have it. And then I'll click this. Oop. Now everybody can see Echo, the little droid. We now move to the. Where did my Discord go? Move to the bottom of the initiative order with Gildara.
Yeah.
You just heard an explosion go off like feet away, like very close.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Let me look. Hang on, I gotta mark off. It's 2, so 1, 3. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to step out, I guess, a little ways here and look out the room.
As you look out the room, can you see droids with your blind sight?
I just have blind sight. It's so yes.
Yes.
I just have blind sight.
You
Like
can
30
see
feet.
HK over here near the food, and you see Wave right in front of
Master Gildara?
I'll nod. I'll see HK down there. That's fine. That's whatever. I'm gonna go over to Wave and use Heal on Wave as my action. At 3rd level.
Is Master Umi okay?
I'll nod. As you heal. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. R3D8 plus 4.
Where are they?
You heal 19 hit points. I will gesture back, kind of with my head back into the front cockpit. Just say, they are currently unconscious, but they are fine for the time being. How are you?
I'm okay. And their boss is back there.
I'll squint and nod. Where is Erebos? Erebos
Hello.
What?
I don't see
didn't know I was being
Erebos,
addressed. I thought I heard a voice out there crying in the distance.
but it's good to hear you are alive.
Oh, it is good to hear you as well, Gildara.
I'll kind of take a step back and look down there and say, HK, are you alright?
Agreement. Yes, I'm alright.
What was the explosion?
Hypothesis. Well, we did have a crash landing, so it could be that a dormant system that seemed to have malfunctioned and then promptly exploded has gone off in the hallway.
Roll deception.
Possibly the one controlling the doors.
I'm rather terrible with this whole technology thing, so
Are you gonna roll insight or no?
no, I'm gonna fail an insight check. I don't know anything about technology.
Oh,
Simplify.
I have a
Sounds
plus.
Wire
but-
in wall, go boom.
Wait, can
No,
I?
No, I understand that, HK. What I'm saying is I have no reason not to believe you. That's fine. No, yes, I
Apologize.
trust you.
I'm so sorry.
Would you like to roll an
It's
insight, Wave? Is that what you're gonna say?
I was going to, I was considering it since Wave does know that something was up with HK, but they trust HK.
Well, perhaps it would be wise to regroup as one. The cockpit is damaged, but we could perhaps use this area outside of it to speak.
As you say that, the initiative order is now moving to everyone can move in the same order. There still will be a movement, like your movement action restriction as we go through. But
May
everybody's
I
on the
check?
same initiative now.
May I check on Master Umi?
I'll step aside to and gesture in.
They're gonna see their little droid up there to Echo, and they're gonna just like beckon it to come back.
It's gonna walk over to Gildara first, and it's gonna point at Gildara, and it's gonna like tilt its head.
They're gonna sign very good.
It's
job.
gonna do a little like side to side like crab dance, and then it's gonna crawl over to you and hop on your shoulder.
They're gonna go in and they're gonna cast heal on Umi.
All right, Umi.
So-
As Wave casts heal on you and you open your eyes, you can see the destruction of the front of the ship around you. You can see that the controls of this ship are crumpled underneath a lot of the metal that has pushed its way forward. Your hands are safe, but the ship is demolished in the front. You can see the bits of air kind of leaking through and the mist outside on this forest planet. As you see your Padawan, who is like has their hands kind of pressed on you as they're bringing you back to consciousness.
They look very worried.
What happened?
Master, the ship crashed.
I thought I had control over it.
I think everyone's okay.
You did have control over it. Some outside force must have
What?
tampered with it here and there. I am a seer.
I see. And you said everyone's alright?
Wave will nod. Is Umi gonna get up?
I don't think so. I think she's gonna stay sitting there for a bit as she's kind of like rubbing her head.
They'll sit down next to you and just like very close.
Does anybody know where we are?
No clue. I'm not really from this type of galaxy, so I would have no recollection whatsoever.
I'm just going to sit here for a while and gather my breath.
Understandable.
As you say that, you hear an explosion come from the back of the ship.
Wave
Over
is
the
gonna
computers,
jump.
You hear engines. System has failed. Yeah, engines. System has failed.
Would I know if that's gonna be like dangerous for the whole ship?
Yes, everything like the fuel back of the ship. The engines are destroyed. Probably not a good idea to be on the ship.
Then she'll kind of like start to get up and she'll say, Well, that's not good. We're gonna have to all get out of here. Is everyone together?
So far, it seems like it.
I'm gonna kind of look over at Erebos. Nick, what is your force affinity?
That's an interesting question, Nikos. A very interesting question
Yeah.
at this moment. A question interesting of you to ask in
Yeah,
that question.
yeah. I have foresight up, so I'm just curious.
Middle.
Wait. Middle. Yellow? Glowing yellow? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say glowing yellow.
Okay.
At
cool.
the moment.
Cool. No.
The moment.
Wait,
It's a sliding scale. Okay. I'll take note of that. Then perhaps it is wise, if this failure is dangerous to us, we should most likely leave. Perhaps we exit through the cockpit. The windows are already quite damaged. We could cut our way free and exit that way if the back is in danger because of the engines.
That's probably the best idea.
That is where our exit is.
That
is
sounds fair.
Umi standing up?
Yeah, I said that she stood up.
Oh, as soon as Umi stood up, Wave is gonna hug one of their legs.
A fun fact for you all: Force Blind Deafen is not a concentration spell. It is most interesting.
Yes, we all know this. We're all Jedi, of course. And
Just making sure. It is a light side force point that I have. Did you know that, Gildara? I have light side force. I think you should focus on that light side force power. To ignore the fact I am right in affliction.
name
now.
another one. Name another one. Name one more. Name one other.
Cloud Mind.
Interesting. Those are the two. Okay. Gildar's gonna draw her saber and begin to move up to the cockpit window and begin to cut through it so we can get out.
Wave is gonna
HK,
put their... Sorry. Wave is gonna glance up at Umi and then they're gonna turn around and put their droid back.
HK will shout through the door, a suggestion. The explosion that you all heard knocking the ship around did cause a hole to open by the hallway that I have just exited through.
As you look over Erebos, this is true.
I cannot see it. It is very dark in this
Oh,
room.
you cannot see. Yeah, it's a lie. It's a lie. The cake is a lie.
Wait, can they
Hint.
not
I
see?
cannot prove where this do.
Can they
Hint,
not see
Erebos,
a
step
glow?
5 feet further into the hallway.
Wait, can they not see a faint
Hold on,
glow?
I am editing my character sheet. Let me finish this spell real quick.
Can't they
Oh my
see
God.
the light in the darkness?
Just move
Hold
5
on.
feet
Be
further.
patient. Be patient with me. I am writing down a totally light side force power.
I'm breaking my speech protocol just to tell you to step
Okay,
5
let
feet
me
further.
see. Let me see if this is correct. Okay, it seems it is correct. There is an opening this way.
Is there fire
Where
that way?
fire? Yeah, there is fire that way. The
Speaking
fire
of
is
which,
quite big.
The fire is gonna
Yes.
be bigger. Just give me a second.
Oh,
There's
What?
another smaller one now
No, it's
in
not
this
big
hallway.
yet. It's getting bigger.
It has grown and
Observation.
shifted itself.
I wonder if the hole in the ship will cause a forest fire.
oh my god. Could you not see the glow?
Yeah, this is not a way we can go. It's too much
Yeah,
fire.
there is a lot of light coming into this hall now because there's
Here.
a big fire.
It's here.
Would you guys like to go towards the fire and go through this hole, or would you like to use your sabers to cut a hole through the front?
What?
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 I've already started.
Yeah, just make a weapon attack for me. That'll be double damage to structures because it's a saber.
Ooh, okay.
It's a
I'm
point.
going to use bonus action then to do where is it? Force imbuement on my saber, and I will make my attack. That's not good. That's a 9.
As you begin striking at it, you cut away a section as it falls to the ground, but there's just a lot of sharp points. It's like breaking open a window, but you haven't cleared all the glass. Actually, it is literally cutting open a window. Not figuratively, literally. Are you hopping through?
If it doesn't look safe, then no.
It looks difficult for you to fit through. I think everyone else could fit through pretty easily. Wait, why did I make you attack? You can just keep attacking. You can make. I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry. You can just keep swinging your saber and cutting this open efficiently.
Sure.
Until the hole is large enough, because the threat. You guys aren't heading towards the threat anymore, so there's not an initiative anymore. So as you clear the debris, it's about a 10-foot drop. If you'd like to make an athletics check or a force check you made to kind of land safely. Unless you'd usher other people out first.
How many of us are there? Are there 5 of us?
There's only 5 of you. The group
Okay.
has thinned out a lot from the original 8.
Yeah. That's not. Wait. Oh, I can still do that. I think. Let me read slow descent real quick. Okay. I'll exit. I'll exit first.
Are you using slow descent?
Yes.
Okay.
On myself.
Just on yourself?
I can't target anything. It has to be a falling creature that I'm targeting.
Yeah, that's what I figured, because I was going to say it instantly fails on everyone because they're already touching the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you jump from the ship and float down, the grass is kind of like when you see lines on the road. It doesn't look that tall from, like, far away, but as you land into it, the grass reaches up and, like, above your waist, and you are tall. Where you are right now, it's pretty densely packed, but there does seem to be some like more shorter grass and a clearing further into the woods.
Cool.
Is anyone else going to jump out this hole as the fire gets bigger?
Yep, I'm just writing down my last spell.
Because I forgot, how much did Gildara heal?
19.
Okay. Nice.
Gildar, as you're outside the ship, by the way, you can see that not only is there's a large stone that has jettisoned up and underneath your ship as it's like tilted it up into the air. That's why you're actually pretty closer to the ground than you would have been. But there's also a tree that is lodged in the back of the ship that it also seems to have slammed into as it was spinning down to the surface. You're not even sure you would have been able to get out of the ship the other way if you had gone that way, because it seems to be where the exit of the ship would be, is where this tree is.
Interesting.
Well, we might as well get going, as we'll start to get going.
As you jump through the hole, would you like to make a force or athletics check?
I'll make a force.
How about this? All of you just make me force or athletics checks to jump out, or acrobatics, I should say.
Okay, that hurts.
You have health. You're good. You just take...
I only got to 9.
Yeah, you're only going to take 1d6. That's nothing crazy. You take 1 damage. As you fall down, you just kind of really get a really tough rock that pushes into the sole of your foot.
Ow.
Wave.
Got 22.
You don't take any damage. HK 42, you don't take any damage.
Wait,
Just before, did Umi jump out already? Because Wave was waiting for me.
I'll jump out now.
You can use a force, athletics, or acrobatics. Obviously, HK can't use force. Sorry, buddy. You got a 22 though, so you didn't really need it.
It's a 19 using the force.
Yeah, you just kind of float down to the ground as the grass reaches up to kind of to your waist a little bit higher.
I used acrobatics.
Yeah, you do a little flip. You land pretty safely. You are completely obscured by this grass. You can't see anything.
Wow. What? How tall is it?
Taller than you. This grass is about 5 foot tall. Are you 5 foot?
No.
What are you?
4'8".
Yeah, it's 5 foot tall grass. So. As you guys exit the ship.
They're gonna hold on to Umi's like rope then, like the end of it.
Maybe I'll try and make sure that like she's guiding you around because she's got like 3 feet almost above the grass.
Thanks. Well, we ended up in a different ship.
No, it's the same. This is just your base screen. As you guys are outside of your ship, you're going to hear a very low, dull sound come from your ship. And then, instead of an explosion, you'll watch as it explodes out for a moment in the engines, and you'll watch as the ship absorbs back in, as it implodes, and you'll watch as the back part of the ship lifts up, and you'll see as the engine detonates, and the ship sinks back down into the grass.
Will I see it though?
Oh, I mean, you can hear it. It is deafeningly loud.
They're gonna let go of Umi to like cover their ears and like crouch down on the ground.
Can you roll a con save for me?
Yeah. Got a 21.
Yeah, you're able to cover your ears in time before the blast does any damage to your hearing aids. As you pull your hands back off, typically you'd hear the sound of like this. Oh, what?
Their hands are still like on their ears.
Oh.
They're crouching down with their hands over their ears.
Yeah. Umi, you feel Wave's hand quickly slip from yours, and you watch as they disappear from sight into the grass.
She'll kind of like scramble around to kind of try and like find her with her feeling. Or find them with her feeling.
Would you like to roll investigation or perception?
She can roll perception if she can.
Yeah, it would be with sight. Because you're able to look down into this grass. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you don't. It takes you like 2 seconds to find her. She's right next to you. As soon as you look down, she's like curled up, has her ears covered after the explosion. All of you are safe, however. None of the debris seem to explode outwards.
Well, we are on some planet with a lot of wildlife. Does that ring any bells for any of y'all?
Oh, I'm quite sure. Are we not on the planet we were landing on? Or
Roll a
did I
lore
miss
check,
something?
Gildara.
Yeah, fuck. Okay. 7.
You're not entirely sure. You don't know a lot about Kashyyyk. This could be one of the moons, perhaps. You were in the cockpit, but you were mostly just observing the work of your former Padawan. That's about it. You know the Wookiees are from here.
Mm-hmm.
Or from Kashyyyk, at least.
Yes.
One thing you know without having to make the lore check is all of your food was on that ship, including water.
Oh, well, yeah, we didn't have much. We had no food and 2 days of water left, so yeah, it's not a big waste or loss.
Why did we say that? Such little food.
We were not given any more, so. All right.
Suggestion. Perhaps if we find a Wookiee tribe, they could offer us assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic remark. Or we can just hide in the tall grass.
Wave's gonna slowly stand back up and stand very close to me again.
Hi, do I know anything about like the history of Kashyyyk?
Roll me a lore check with advantage, because you were in the library. I feel like you could have had a little time to like sneak a little info on where you're going next.
I'm not gonna roll an advantage because she wouldn't have.
Okay, then I will not
She
give
would
you the
not
advantage.
It's a 9.
And not a lot is known about Kashyyyk compared to some of the other more like inner core or outer core planets, just because of the fact that it is very new to Republic. It's only been in the Republic for like the last like 30-40 years. It's very new. They just recently had one of their first Wookiee Jedi Knights that you would have met during your knighting ceremony, not seen after that point. Its planet is very new. It's kind of like our oceans, where there's very little that's been discovered. And they've talked to the Wookiees, but most of the time the Wookiees are like, yeah, we don't go down where you guys are right now. The only thing you would know about Kashyyyk is that it is covered with some of the most dangerous predators.
Okay.
Hmm.
Would anyone else like to roll a lore check on Kashyyyk, other than Erebos? Just because Erebos doesn't even know where the fuck they are.
Sure.
Would you wave?
Would I have been here before?
No, but you've been to school. Everyone is getting a 9.
I'll roll.
You know the same stuff as I've said. I said before, HK. Except for you know the language. So. Wave, you would have paid pretty good attention about this when you were learning about the Jedi. The Wookiees always seemed a bit interesting. Most of them using this more guttural form of communication. They also are very commonly known for using hand signals included in their communication. So it's just something that maybe have fascinated you. You know that the planet Kashyyyk has housed the Wookiees for thousands of years. They have stories going back to an ancient civilization that had introduced them to the planet. So most Wookiees know that they're not really from here, but they consider this planet their home. You know that there's different levels of the planet. There's the upper canopy, where a lot of the more avian species live. There's the middle canopy, where the Wookiees tend to live in like tree-like homes, built in large discuses around the massive worship trees. And then there's the Shadowlands, which are the very bottom of the surface of the planet within the deeper forests. The way that Kashyyyk works is that their forests are like their oceans. The more denser the area of trees and the larger the worship trees, the more dangerous creatures are and the closer to the planet's surface that you get. Even though there are little pockets of the surface that are closer like to the lower atmosphere.
So then would Wave know that they're in the most danger right now?
You are in
Just
the dangerous.
standing.
Yeah.
They're gonna tap Umi.
Yes, Padawan?
In the sign language, they're gonna sign that this area is dangerous.
So kind of sign back anything specific?
They're gonna sign back being near the surface is dangerous.
Umi will kind of like look up at the canopy and just kind of sign back. Well, there's not really a good way up.
They'll just nod.
So what are you guys doing?
You said that Wave would know, like, there's people who live on the surface, though, right?
There's people that live in the middle canopy, not on the surface.
Okay, so no one lives on the surface, right?
Big monsters.
Okay.
Suggestion. Perhaps if we get to a higher vantage point, we can better see the terrain we're on, thus giving us a better view of where we should go next, if anywhere at all.
Wise, yes.
How are we going to get that vantage point?
Yeah, as Umi says that,
Sly
as
remark.
you look at the
We
tree...
walked.
Oh.
That was it.
As Umi said that, as you look at the trees, their remark is very realistic, as there are thousands of feet without branches. It is just solid bark. Not much ability to get a hold of anything or grab anything to go up any higher.
Gildaro will walk in a direction away from the ship. We'll just start walking in a direction away from the ship.
Wave, your little droid is going to crawl on your shoulder and is going to, like, try to look over the grass. And they're going to, like, stretch their legs.
What? How did it get out?
Oh, did you put it away?
Yeah, they, like, turned away from Umi and put it back in their saber.
Oh, you can... I will say it didn't right now, but it can move if it wants. But yes, if you put it away, it's not going to.
Yeah. They put it in their saber. Their sabers and their little like closer.
Gildar, as you begin walking away, you eventually make your way over to that lower area where it's a lot easier to see. Not that your vision was inherently impaired. How long does your blind sight last for?
10 minutes.
Okay, so it hasn't been that long yet. As you get farther out, you can see in the distance. It's kind of like I explained before, where like you can see the flashlight in the distance, but it's not lighting anything between you and there. It looks like there is the faint glow of like a little red kind of blinking light. Would you like to roll insight?
Yes. Boom. Insight. 23.
It seems like there might be a ship in the distance. Perhaps a small ship that was able to make through the canopy. But it's just a hunch, based on the fact that it looks like the hints of technology.
Well, everyone, I believe I may have found a ship. I'm not sure. But it is certainly possible. I'm not, for one, in favor of staying near the explosion. If there is anyone here on the planet that might be hostile to us, it will draw them to that location, so I am going to begin to move in that direction.
Sounds fair.
Affirmation. Wonderful suggestion. I will follow.
Is anybody else following? Okay. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. I have to use the restroom and I need something to drink.
Get some water.
Okay,
Why you water? Get some water.
I'll be back.
Sure, I think your mic might be a little bit crackling up.
Is that mine? That's doing the weird like.
I think.
I don't think it's Andrew's.
I don't know.
Okay. I thought it was for a second.
We'll see. I think it might be tied too. I'm not
It
entirely sure.
might be just using the voice translator thing being.
Or it could just be in a weird place too.
Yeah, like
Instead
how
of
your
they were
mic
moving it around.
sometimes do that.
Yeah.
Just because like something
We'll
on the
see.
wiring or something. Yeah.
It might be fixed when they come back, just when they readjust it. So, we will see. Okay, time to go get some water. Oh,
You know, I think I'm gonna mute this because these animal noises are going to give me a migraine a bit.
ooh.
Quick question. Once it hits 12 a.m. in a day, that means it's the next day or it's still today?
Are you asking this about for
Yes.
Dark Alliance? It might, depends.
So yeah, it depends on the. All I'm saying is, we could start playing tonight after session, if it is out. Technically, wait a minute. That means you two could play an hour earlier than me. I don't know how I feel about that.
We can wait for you.
Take that.
We'll see. They may also have
You
it
can
set
wait,
to a
yeah.
release day. Like it may be like midnight Pacific or midnight Eastern. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll have to look it up.
Because
to see
all
the
I've
actual
heard
release time is the 22nd,
All I've heard
right?
is that that it releases at 12 a.m. on June 22nd.
It
But
is
12 a.m. would be today,
12 a.m.,
like in a few
tonight.
hours.
Yeah, like very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So apparently, game scores are not high for it.
I don't care about game scores. They said
Yeah.
Spider-Man Web of Shadows. They said Spider-Man Web of Shadows was a bad game, so I don't care.
Hmm.
It's also
It's a free.
free on the Game Pass. Exactly.
You know
also
what? That is
D&D.
also true.
It's also
Yeah.
going to be fun,
It'll
Even-
yeah.
even if the mechanics aren't fun. Like we're going to be
It's a
playing as some
multiplayer
fun
game.
people. Yeah, we're
Right.
gonna make it fun.
It's kind of one of those games that I think you could easily just be mindless in, kind of like a Diablo.
Oh, absolutely.
Vermintide
Yeah.
stuff, something that's not like
Ooh.
maybe made to be excellent.
And if we get
Weird-
really upset
yeah.
at it, we can play a fun game like Dying Light that is fun in all regards.
Yeah.
But
Weird thought actually for Or wait, yeah, Nikus, you can get your water. I don't want to keep you.
I just got it. I just stayed on the line. So
Oh,
I
okay.
have it. I'm walking back to my room.
I'm wondering if they're gonna like, cause I know what is it like the Idle Champions D&D thing has a bunch of characters like from that story. So I wonder if they're gonna do like a similar thing with Dark Alliance, where it's like we'll get
Dark Alliance has
I want to
basically
say
a lot of the RL's characters.
Salvador's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know his characters.
That's why I had a hard time figuring out because I read like the graphic novels about
right.
So I actually know all the characters. So I'm trying to.
I definitely want to be Dritz. I don't know if either of you care about that, but I'm
fine
with that.
I
think I'm gonna
friend.
play. I think her name is Artie Bay. I think her name is.
In November, they're releasing the full caster, which I'm excited about. I don't know who that's going to be, but
it's got to be, yeah.
Mechanically, it's got to be fun.
It's got to be the that one Tiefling Warlock.
Tiefling Warlock.
I don't know if he's in a Salvador like canon character. I just know he appears a lot in like D&D canon.
Oh sure.
He's the
Tiefling.
If you play like Neverwinter, he's like the one dude you meet like at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Hello, Chip of Darkness. I'm also playing Snake in the background a bit.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go actually use the restroom now while we're still on a break. I'll be back.
Yeah.
How are you doing, love? There?
I'm okay.
Okay. Sorry you're feeling a little off.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
I love you.
I'm almost done with your gift, technically. I have to do just 4 more things. With
That's
it.
really
It's kind of
exciting.
big.
Kind of big. What?
Kind of big. Kind of eventful. It's tied together with the thing I'm getting you. Because maybe there's more to
Hello.
one idea I had that I can build off of. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Now I'm very, very excited and interested.
Go enjoy it.
I didn't
Well,
get
you
drink.
know what I said before.
I know. But I wanted to make sure it's not just a random used napkin I found on the ground, as you said before.
Oh, you remembered exactly what I said before.
Trust me, it's a lot bigger than that.
Okay. I still haven't opened Katie's gift either. It's just sitting in the corner of the room. Katie said I could open it and she wouldn't know, and I'm like, well, what's the
I
point of
wouldn't
telling me
know.
not to open it?
I wouldn't know.
Katie.
I
How
wouldn't
would
know.
she know?
Oh, they know.
You could do it. I won't know.
She would never know.
Oh, she
What?
knows.
If it's like torturing you, I don't want you just to like not open it.
It's fine. I'll be fine.
I just want to say, Katie also broke the naming scheme.
What do you mean?
Echo.
It goes with waves.
Wait. Oh my god, you're
No,
right. This was a
Echo's a
trick by
natural-
Ty. Ty
Echo's a
tricked
natural
me.
effect.
No, Ty
No,
tricked
it's not.
me.
It's not a.
I'm
not in
changing
the
the
nature.
name. I'm
It is a
changing the
nature.
name. I
It
was
is.
tricked.
You go outside in a
I was
cave and it
tricked.
echoes.
Wow.
You better change
That's
it.
not
Oh
nature.
my gosh. See.
How is
see?
it not nature? Echoes didn't just not exist when we weren't building things. It's a natural
But it's not a-
phenomenon.
Okay, well their name is now C and the problem is solved. So, which
There we
is
go.
S33.
What is it?
Wait. Fuck. Wait, S3A.
Oh, so seeing is a natural phenomenon, but not echoing?
No, C as an ocean. They were trying to do.
S3A.
Yeah, S3A.
What does S3A stand for?
C.
S3A. C.
No, I meant like, what's the letters? What do the letters stand for?
I don't know.
Seeing.
I don't know.
Seeing. It's just a seer.
Do they have to stand for something?
Wait, hold on.
No.
Hold on. How many senses does it have? Sight, touch, and hearing?
Why would it have touch? What?
It has to have touch in order to have its surroundings, like know where it is, right? Like it has to like have sensors like feel when it touches
subnautical, equatable, aquatic life.
Because S3 would be like 3, like sense 3, like it has 3 senses, and then, you know.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out, Nick. I will not make that
No
mistake
problem.
again.
We only let that slide once with Sadie. That's it.
Yeah.
And that was for good cause. That was
Yeah.
That was not for good well,
it was to mimic, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's good
Yeah.
cause.
Yeah. This was not good cause. I was fooled.
A trick. A trap, no less.
Heck.
Got you. I'm watching you, Katie. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Alright, I think I got all the force powers for my day at least. That's pretty good. In my sheet.
Are we good to continue?
I am.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys begin gathering and moving out from the taller grass into the more pressed down area of the ground, you realize it's pressed down because your ship crushed all of the dirt and grass here, ripping it aside as it looks like it frisbeed into the ground. You can see where it lodged itself in between this large rock and tree, as 2 parts of the ship were just crushed. But there's not much left of the ship at this point anyways. Most of your guys' gear and stuff like that were on you as you escaped the ship, other than the little bit of secret and extra supplies that were stored on the ship that HK knew about.
What?
As you enter into this clearing, you all will also, Umi immediately, will also begin seeing these little red lights in the distance.
Not me.
Do you have a high perception? What's your passive perception?
But aren't we still in tall grass?
No, I just said you came out of the tall grass.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, because your ship just demolished all the grass here.
Okay. Good. And run.
If you'd like to, it would require concentration. You can use the force to kind of just lightly press the grass down as you walk through, like grass Moses. Any of you could do this?
We would not do that despite not being.
Pretty sure my body leaves a pretty big crushed trail behind it. 270 pounds of shark walking through here.
Yeah,
Thanks.
right. Just the way you said that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. In the Moto theme plays as Gildara walks through the grass. Yeah, as you walk through the grass, it does leave a pretty big trail. Now that you guys are walking behind Gildara, as you guys make your way through, you hear these little like screeches in the distance.
Oh God.
And then from the like darkness of the trees, you'll watch as what's that? Gildar, what's your AC?
17 without modifiers from reactions.
And Umi, what's your AC?
Should be 7. No, I'm sorry. It should be 16.
All right, you don't get.
No, I'm sorry. It should be 14. No, I'm sorry. It should be 14 is correct.
Does a 17 hit you, Gildara?
I'll use a reaction to do force shield to add 4 to my AC for the round.
Yeah,
so it
as
will
you
miss.
do this and you like move to your right and use the force, catching the projectile in the air and letting it drop, you'll see what looks like a stone covered in shit has landed on the ground next to you. Umi, you're able to just kind of duck your head back as you'll watch as a stone as well covered in shit slings by you. Umi, what's your passive perception?
20 for sight.
Jesus Christ. Okay, what about you, Nikos?
17.
Erebus?
And I have
passive perception you're asking for,
Yeah.
or AC?
Passive perception.
18.
Okay. HK, what's your passive perception?
19.
Jesus. Okay.
Jesus.
Wade,
perceptive bunch.
what's your passive perception?
I have a question first. Is this like high pitched screeching noise? Like, is it like close?
It seems to be a bit distant, and it's not super high pitched like bothersome. It's more like a little creature going.
Okay. Then 15.
So, yeah, you guys all see it immediately. It looks like a little white creature with little tiny like pink like fingers, only like 4 fingers on its hand. Looks like it has like little opposable thumbs, and it's holding on to another rock, holding it up in the air, looking down at all of you. And then you'll watch as crawling out from one of the branches as well, you'll see another one that you could assume to be its mate stands up next to it and also holds up a rock. And as they look at you, they begin like kind of slamming their fists on the branch next to them as they have like big smiles. They look really happy.
Oof. Yuck.
Is that what Gildara said?
No, that's what Nikos said.
But Nikos isn't alive.
Well, Earth 38 Nikos.
Is this a variant, Nikos?
Yeah, there's no more Earth Prime Nikos, as they were all killed. This is Earth 38 Nikos.
Oh God.
Who came over since there
38?
was no... Yeah, Earth 38. There was no Nikoses here to prevent me from coming through. So.
Do any of you fuck with these creatures, or do you continue forward?
Let's continue forward.
I was gonna say, do they
seem
continue to
hostile.
fuck with us? Yeah. Okay.
Right.
If they see you moving, they're not gonna fuck with you.
Okay. Yeah, they're not gonna fuck with us.
Can
I will
try.
You
go
go,
ahead.
Andy. I was just gonna heal,
Okay.
but you go first because you're doing something.
I was just gonna say, could I try like looking around without moving too much, but just looking around to see if maybe there's like a nest or something nearby that we're maybe intruding on?
Yeah, roll perception check for me. I love that it sounds like something's walking through the grass in this audio. Creepy.
Pretty cool.
21.
A 21. Yeah, as you like kind of squint your eyes peering past them, it looks like there is a little nest, and you can see a bunch of these little creatures sitting in the nest holding on to each other kind of shakingly, as they look up at the other two at the very front that are holding rocks.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that one more time? I think I cut out for part of that.
Oh, yeah, as you squint your eyes and peer past them, it looks like there's quite a few of them sitting in a little nest behind the two ones holding stone, and they're kind of cuddling really close to each other, kind of shaking like they're scared.
Okay, well then, Umi will definitely continue walking.
Boy will still stick close to Umi.
HK42, are you going to interact with these things at all, or keep moving?
I'll just keep moving.
Yeah, as you guys keep moving, they don't mess with you. It seems like they just didn't really like that you guys were near their nest. As you guys continue forward, you'll watch as they set the stones down on the branch that they were on and kind of back into the brush and the cover of darkness. You guys notice a little bit of a light beginning to peer through some of the branches, as it looks like perhaps it is now daytime, but you're getting so little light that it's barely bright enough to see any further than where you guys currently are. As you all continue forward, however, eventually getting closer to the ship, you're going to see what looks like perhaps it's some kind of smaller freighter or transportation ship. It looks like it's been modified a bit with some weaponry. There seems to be a gun on the side. It is currently lodged gently between two trees, and you can see some of the lights on it are flickering. It looks like they arrived here the same way as you did, but with a lot less of a dangerous kaboom.
Ooh.
The door on the ship is currently wide open. It looks like one that you have to go underneath the ship and kind of go up and into it.
We don't see anyone around it or movement near it.
Would you like to roll a survival check?
Sure. Survival. That's not bad. A 16.
As you kind of lean down and look at the earth, it doesn't look like anyone's stepped in here, at least not large, so no large creatures or maybe any people. But you see what looks like two very small, almost little oval-like footprints, and a little slight brushing of what looks like perhaps fur around the foot has kind of scraped some of the mud entering up into the ship. And looks like it's entered out and then went into the ship and went out and went into the ship. You can see multiple paths of these little footprints in and out of the ship. But it doesn't seem like they go too far as you kind of look out. It doesn't look like they go anywhere other than a little circle and then back into the ship. But these look like only maybe a few days worth.
Okay. Yeah, I will say to the group then. It seems that there most likely is someone on board the craft. I don't see them currently, but I see movement of them. I don't see any sign of large creatures or predators or other movement, really. But there's quite a high possibility that whoever owns the vessel is currently on it, or whoever found the vessel. I suppose that's a possibility. I suggest we proceed with caution, but we should not greet this person with hostility. And I kind of look over at Erebos briefly.
Do you assume I treat people harshly?
No, I don't.
Oh, that is good. I wouldn't want to ever seem like I am a harsh person.
You certainly don't.
Excellent then. Well then, let us greet this person.
And Wade is gonna, in Galactic Basic, ask Umi, do you think they'll bring us up?
I have no idea. But it's worth a chance, I suppose.
Awesome. Ty, before we actually get into the ship, I'm going to take off my robes, my burgundy or my maroon. Well, I still got my tunic on underneath.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take off the burgundy robes. I assume it's hot. This is probably a warm, humid place,
really,
right?
Yeah, it's really humid.
Yeah, don't like that. So I'm going to kind of take off the robes. I'm going to take my sabers off. I have these bracers on, which my sabers kind of connect to. That I'm going to take the sabers off those and put them on my belt. And then I'm actually going to cast Force Concealment on myself to emanate no readable affinity with the Force for 24 hours.
As you do this, You'll watch as your pupils dilate for a moment, and then you'll watch as they shift to like a very dull brown. As the irises shift to a very dull brown. As you seem normal.
And mark the points
Oh,
off.
thank goodness. She's normal now.
She's always been normal to you. Who is entering the ship? Is it everybody?
I'm going to.
Seems like it.
I suppose so.
Does the ship look derelict or just like landed?
It looks like it's been wedged, so it doesn't look like it was landed on purpose.
Oh, dang.
But it doesn't look demolished. It just looks like there's some bent metal. But would you like to roll an investigation check for me, HK?
Sure. Nikos, is Gildara a Bawilla?
What do you mean by that?
A Bawilla, the acronym for beautiful women I'd like to ask out.
I mean, yeah, I'd say. I mean, I guess it's all up to your own interpretation. She's a very strong, independent, bodybuilder. You know. So that's your type, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Gildara
She's
is
also a shark
immaculate,
lady.
and you will never say otherwise.
She's also a shark lady, so a lot of that probably gets more people going than anything else.
That's a 14 on investigation.
You're gonna see this on this side of the ship.
It reads Gildara is beautiful.
What? Is HK going for Gildara?
It is painted on the side of the ship.
Okay. Wait, what is that? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I should put that in
Gotcha.
quotations. My apology.
You're good. HK will, look it over. He'll just say that to the rest of the party. The name of the ship.
Do you say what language it's in?
Yes.
Why don't you RP that then?
What word? Statement. The name of the ship is The Ill Effect, and the writing is in Mandalorian, or Mandoa, I believe.
Huh.
Mando.
Explanation. Mandoa is a dialect of the language of the Mandalorians, a warrior caste group of people who live on the planet Mandalore.
I see.
Umi will ignite her lightsaber.
Not good people, I'm guessing.
Wave will do the same.
As you ignite your blade, Umi, and then as you do it as well, Wave, all of you will notice this because your passive perceptions are fucking incredible. The woods go silent. Not a peep from anything, other than maybe thousands of feet off.
Is there any way to roll a check to see if that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Roll a nature check.
I do the same since I'm also.
Yes.
21.
Usually when the woods goes silent, that is a bad thing.
Got a 17.
It means
So it doesn't
creatures are
seem
trying
like-
to hide.
Okay, but it seemed like that happened when we ignited our lightsabers.
Yes.
So that would be a good thing that they're afraid of our lightsabers, right?
Yes. They might also be afraid of something that is interacting with your lightsabers.
A classic use of dominance.
But the woods are quiet, so that could be a safe or a dangerous thing. It's hard to tell without knowing more about this planet and the ecosystem. It's a lot of questions that would need to be answered by doing a little bit of more research. But at the moment, nothing's going badly. And it's actually a bit easier to hear the sounds and the whirring of the machines of the ship.
Okay. I'm gonna move forward towards the ship.
Yeah. As you move forward, you can see the opening at the bottom of the ship. You can see the little ladder has been jettisoned down, easily accessible to be climbed up. Would you like to roll another survival check for me?
Sure. Survival. There we go. 17.
As you're going up, and you place one of your hands onto the ladder, as you pull your hand back and kind of look at it, you'll see what looks like a little tuft of brown hair in between your fingers.
How long is the hair?
The hair, it's about 2 to 3 inches long.
Huh. Okay.
It looks just like
Oh.
Andrew's beard.
Oh. I'm immediately at ease. I will take that into note, and I will climb up the ship. The ladder.
Is anyone staying outside of the ship?
I'll follow Gildara.
Following Yumi, so.
I will follow Gildara, I guess.
Is Umi
Oh.
keeping her lightsaber ignited?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll
so
also
wait.
follow.
Okay, everybody's going inside the ship. Wait, why the fuck am I not revealing things? There we go. Okay, let's move the map to here, where everybody can take a look and place their tokens in the lighted area.
Ah,
Ah.
wait, shouldn't Gildara be up farther?
Yeah, I don't know where farther would be
Further
Oh.
to
in relation to the map.
Wave is currently in a wall. There you go.
This
This is the little entrance hatch to the ship.
Gotcha.
well,
All right. Yeah, as you guys enter into the ship, it looks like it's mostly in one piece. It looks like the ship is quite a bit lived in. Instead of having a specific area for like a living area or such, it looks like for the most part, the person who uses the ship kind of lives inside of it, like wherever. It also is a smaller ship. You can see what looks like a built-in bunk into the wall here. And looks like some supplies kind of scattered throughout. There might be some like food or something along those lines contained within these crates. There also seems to be some other parts of the ships this way, and over here. So if people would like to go whatever ways they'd want, just move your token there, and you guys can go those ways. Or if anyone wants to search through these things for supplies, they may.
Yeah, I'll start going this way.
All right. Yeah, as you go this way, do you want to go forward this way or this way?
What do I see on either side and forward?
All right. It looks like this area is the cockpit. This seems to be an area maybe for storage. I can reveal a little bit more of this to you. If I can fucking click the right button. And this way seems to be a bit more unknown. You can see what looks to be what was a dispensary at one point for food has been knocked over and kind of twisted to the side right here. Is anybody else going anywhere?
Depends on where the movie is going.
Let's go, like...
I will follow. Well, the party's evenly split, and I'm following my master Umi. No, my master girl. Wave, actually.
Excuse me. Just kidding.
So where is Umi going then? Because it seems that we have two people following Umi.
I think Umi's just gonna kind of follow Gildara and like observe, but she still has her lightsaber drawn.
Okay.
Okay. Wave is following closely. Oh, behind.
What are you doing, Erebos?
I'm just gonna kind of move here and just look around.
Would you like to roll investigation?
Sure thing.
Okay. Gildar, where are you going next?
Well, first I'm going to say, hello? Is there anyone here?
Roll a perception check.
Perception... 7... Nope. 13.
You don't hear anything.
Do I hear anything in response to that?
Roll a perception check.
You didn't roll it for me.
And then I'll get to your investigation check in a moment.
No, it did. Okay, I only got a 9.
19?
19, okay. Yeah, you hear a little bit of noise from over here. Like some shuffling. Very, very, very tiny. It could be a bug, perhaps even, with how acute your hearing is.
Nevertheless, she'll kind of walk slightly that way and illuminate it with her lightsaber.
That is a wall.
What?
That is a wall? Oh, okay.
This is the
So
stairway up. Sorry.
Oh, so it's from like that area. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
she won't.
Sorry.
She won't do anything then. She'll just stay behind Gildara.
I'll actually just reveal this wall to make things easier for you guys. Sorry, it's hard for me to tell what you guys can see or not sometimes.
All good.
There we go. I revealed all of the wall.
Gildar's just going to turn to the rest of the group then and is just going to say, well, perhaps before we move through too far, it might be wise for us to take a moment. We're all still pretty banged up from the crash. I don't think it would be wise for us to get into a confrontation at the very least while we're here. We may want to take an hour or so to catch our breath. What do the rest of you think?
If the person here would seem fine with that, I don't see too much of a problem.
Affirmation. That sounds like a plan. I could definitely use the time to repair any internal injuries.
Wave
I
nods.
think that we aren't safe in this ship until we've completely cleared to make sure that it is safe to be in.
That I also feel makes sense.
That is sound. I will not be of much help if we do get into a confrontation, but we can continue to search.
The problem, Master, is that outside of the ship is dangerous, according to Wave. And inside of the ship, we don't know what there is, but I suppose if somebody kept watch, it could be advantageous to rest.
For you three, and I'll gesture to Umi, Wave, and Erebos, I can provide you all a very quick, momentary rest, 10 minutes, and you should be able to feel much more rejuvenated after that. HK42 and I will, however, need more time, I believe. I apologize, HK. The Force does not work the same way as it does on people as it does on droids.
I just shrugged my shoulders. Just a simple, like, up-down motion.
So while you three rest for your 10 minutes, HK and I can keep watch and make sure nothing happens. And then when you three are done, you could do the same for us, and perhaps explore the ship a little bit more if you feel so inclined.
That sounds like the best idea.
Wave nods.
Then I'll move kind of ushering people back into this space, so we're in a little bit more of a... Sure, not in a line, in a direct line in a hallway. And on Erebos, Umi, and Wave, Gildara will cast the 3rd level Force Power Force Trance. So you will gain the benefits of a short rest over the period of 10 minutes.
So, Erebos, with your investigation, I'm going to reveal what you found. But don't check out the thing. It should show up on everybody's screen.
Yes.
It's a child's lunchbox.
If you scroll
my
down,
God.
With like jelly beans and Cheez-Its,
And
pretzel
Cheez-Its!
logs.
2 different types of pretzels. Pretzel rods and those peanut butter filled ones.
Cast Cheerios.
Strawberry bits?
Those are
Tic Tacs,
there are a
like,
lot of,
and jelly beans.
jelly bean.
Why do they
ra-
have so
those
many
are
jelly
raisins?
beans?
so
Those are
No, wait, some of
raisins.
the
this
ones
is a
raisins.
kid's lunch made
Dried
based
cherries.
on the appearance of Luke's food that he eats on
Those
Dagobah.
are Tic Tacs. Oh my god.
Dried cherries,
That's
it looks
so
like.
He has
cute.
2 different
Yeah.
types of either nuts or dried cherry.
I looked up rations, Star Wars rations, and all it showed was what Luke eats, and I was like, that's perfect. So I just found the best image to show that wasn't him just holding the fucking food.
I'm glad he supports Cheez-Its.
Well, it's not entirely accurate. It's a mom made this for their kid for lunch.
And we found
Yeah.
30 of these little things?
Yeah, you find 30 of those with
What
portions
the
of water.
Fuck yeah, man.
Wait,
Hey,
stop
and you
stealing
all
these
can split them
people's
amongst
food.
yourselves.
I will
Oh my
have you
God.
know that about 20 of them look emptied, not of the 30, but like 20 open ones seem to be completely flushed out. Like there's 20 of these just on the floor around this.
Why are we eating these poor people's food? Oh my god.
I mean, if you want to.
I mean, we haven't taken them. I feel
Would-
like that's a lot of stuff to take.
Would anybody during their short rest like to investigate this room at all to see if they can find anything else amongst the supplies, or would you guys just like to rest?
Well, us 3
I'd
have
like
to be
to just-
asleep.
Yeah,
So-
those 3 are asleep.
Or
for
like
10
not
minutes and then they're
doing,
done.
not doing like skills in a sense. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fall unconscious, so you 3 are
No, yeah, for the
unconscious
spell
10
we
minutes.
were
Oh, okay.
unconscious, Nick. The
Because of
spell
force
makes us fall
trance.
asleep.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
What about
Um,
you and HK or you? Would you guys like to roll investigations?
I'm not looking for things. I'm looking for people to make sure we don't get attacked.
Are you gonna while when they're asleep? Where would you like to go on the ship?
I'll watch over the people.
I'm just gonna walk just around them. I'm not gonna leave this area.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me.
24.
All right. Yeah, you hear soft footsteps coming from over here.
Like coming towards us or just moving?
Just moving around. And you'll see over on this wall here, like around the corner, just the very quick touch of a little hand and then like a little black bead of eye, and then it'll quickly dip back behind the wall.
Okay. I'm gonna use the basic force power, force push and pull to just start pushing and moving boxes to block off that entrance for now. And I'm gonna look over at HK while those three are asleep, and I'm gonna say, "There's movement coming from that area of the ship. At least footprint sounds. I think I saw someone briefly. I'd rather not engage them at this moment. They might mean harm to us. I'm not sure, but keep an eye over there if you wouldn't mind."
Oh dear.
As I'm just levitating boxes over to kind of pile up that barricade that hall.
Are you investigating or perceptioning at all, HK?
I will wait till Gadara is done checking out that area, and then I will do a little. So yeah.
A little investigation. Go for it.
Just so we have someone watching over the sleeping people at all times.
Are you looking for things or watching people?
Well, I'm saying that I'm watching. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, while Godara is still doing all that stuff, I'm watching over the sleeping people.
Okay, so you're rolling a perception check just to make sure that people are okay. Or are you rolling
yeah.
investigation to look for things?
I mean, I guess the perception to make sure they're okay. I imagine they are since they're sleeping, but I will certainly make the roll.
Okay.
That's a 6, so they're dead.
Yeah, they all die.
my
Gildara, you
God.
look back, every one of them's dead.
I will just look down and shake my head mournfully with great disappointment. They're all gone.
Now, it's hard to focus, or like to really pay attention to them on this ship because there's so many blinking, flashing lights. It's actually really obnoxious. But it looks like Gildara is doing a pretty good job of keeping focused. Did that come through?
Yes, that did.
Okay, making sure. So as the 10 minutes ends, and you guys come back up, there's still 50 minutes of the other short rest. You guys come back with any of your hit die rolled and added to your HP. I don't know if you or if I know Andy did it, but I don't know if Nick or Katie did it.
I rolled some.
No, I see.
How many do I have?
You can roll up to 5.
Oh.
And they should be D8s.
So I got 8, 10, 9,
Your
9.
name is Umi Kaifu.
And you add your
you're
con,
wearing
or
both
minus your
piece
con.
Robes.
Yeah, with your
So
You got
8,
special robes.
with your special robes,
16,
Wait, and I
That's
add
what I
my
got.
comment?
or minus it.
Oh,
35, 44. Does that put me just at full?
I
Oh
got
my God.
close to full.
Yes. I barely am back to max. Exactly.
Katie, you're doing well.
ah.
You have one more to roll,
Oh
and then you can, like I said, add or minus your
oh
con.
my gosh, perfect. I'm at 42.
Wait, durable is double your con mod, right?
Yeah.
It is? Okay, good. Then yeah.
All right.
I miss
I am
Drask days. Drask days of healing 10 hit points as a reaction. Or over 10.
Oh yeah.
All right, you 10-minuters. What are you guys doing now that you feel very well rested?
Lightsaber ignite. Eyes on the ship.
Um,
Standing right in front of everybody else.
Notebook out. Pen out. Writing. Doing.
Wave. Lightsaber ignited. Looking around.
Investigating?
Yeah.
Are either of the other two of you investigating?
Sure.
No.
Also, where are
I'm
you
just-
standing in
I'm
front?
just-
Because there's 3 directions.
Mhm.
And don't forget
asking
this one's blocked off.
This one's blocked off. Okay, that makes sense.
Ooh, there we go.
Wait, where are you going? Can I roll investigation then?
Are you looking for just supplies, or maybe little parts, or anything specific? People?
They're probably keeping an eye out for little like parts and stuff, but also they're like looking around for person.
All right. Erebos,
I got an 11
Yes.
though.
I got a 22.
you're going to find someone sitting in this chair. Right here.
Wait, we just did not look in the next room.
Hello there.
They're dead.
Oh,
Oh, how convenient.
As you look at them, it seems to be a partially armored man. He's sitting in this chair. It looks like there's a lot of decaying on his face. You can see like a lot of hints of skull kind of at the top of his head, like he's been here for a while. And his lower part of his body is donning this like golden armor that looks like an almost like a mass-produced kind of trooper armor. That has a symbol on the center that looks like a skull of like a dragon's head with two bones that kind of drape around it.
I see no one has the great effort sometimes it takes to make perfection. Duly noted.
It doesn't look like it looks like it could be. It has like essence of good armor, but it's not well. It doesn't look like it kept him alive, as the fact that there's a giant rod sticking through his chest.
Well, it also just looks bad in general.
You can see.
Anyways.
You can see his hand on the rod, like he was trying to pull it out as it's like jettisoned up and through him. But it doesn't look like it's destroyed any of the computers in the front. But he is wearing this gold armor. That's what you found.
Well, it's like half covered, right, or something?
So he's fully armored, except for like it seems like it's supposed to have some kind of upper part, like a helmet. You can see a large gap of like lack of neck coverage, like a large kind of like neck covering kind of helmet should be sitting upon it. So that's why it seems incomplete.
I guess I'll inspect it. The armor?
Roll investigation.
Sounds good. Take out my character sheet again. We just get where's investigation? It's a new character sheet. 21.
It looks denotive of a warrior for sure. This doesn't look like somebody wearing armor to go out and be like a smuggler. It has marks of the Battle of War on it. You can see scrape marks, burn marks, dents in the armor. It looks like it's held pretty well. More so, it looks like it's kept sturdy in the center, where that golden circle you see at the very middle looks to be like a very strong metal, specifically. That it looks like it's taken no scratches or any kind of markings at all, which is kind of where his chest is, protecting like his heart and all of the important organs other than his stomach. The rest of it looks okay. It's in okay condition. It could be maybe important to the others on the ship what it is. You're not entirely sure. You don't know much about this armor. Historically.
It doesn't look like, let's say, enhanced or anything?
It does not look enhanced now.
Okay.
If it was enhanced, it might have saved him. He's dead.
Then I'll just ignore it for now and tell people about it when the time comes.
Okay. Wave. As you're searching around, just very lightly, it's been a bit of a shocking landing, explosion, everything like that. You find this. Badoo! I showed it on Roll20.
Ooh.
You find a little fusion color. It is powered by fusion cells, so like the gun ammo, or it can be charged on a ship, and it can be used to cut through things.
Just exactly what they need. Is it on? Like, is it working right now?
Yeah, as you turn it on, it goes shh, and like fires out a little beam of energy.
Is it like super loud?
No, it's just like shh.
Okay. They're gonna kind of like play with it a bit.
Do you try
Is
cutting
there,
things with it?
Yeah, like is there like a little box, like empty box that they could use it on, like test it out on?
Yeah, as you test it on one of the empty boxes, as you cut open a corner, it'll cut really nice. And as you look inside of the crate that you cut, you actually find more stuff.
Oh.
You
Oops.
find a box with this stuff inside.
Helpful gear and move.
What are the binders? 2 sets. What?
Those are handcuffs.
Okay.
Actually, this Mandalorian was undergoing a transition.
Oh,
I was gonna make a kink joke. So.
With the glow
That's where our
rods?
minds are love, I guess.
Also-
But the binders.
This is what
Okay.
Airboss found.
Well,
Boop.
Oh,
I guess
wait.
that is where our minds are love.
This should be turned into the Republic.
That's funny.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, wait, why? None of us know.
No, actually, I could wear it.
No, I
Why?
mean, why would any
If
of us
it's
turn it
medium
into the
armor, I
Republic?
Could wear it. Yeah.
So
I
that
don't
is a
care.
Republic law at the moment. You would know if you once you see it that if any Republic or Mandalorian armor is found, it's to be turned into the Republic legally. So that way the Mandalorians
cool.
aren't incited to start a new war.
What if we just gave it to Circuit Corp? They remove it out of everyone's hands.
Or just
Yeah,
leave
you'd be
it?
handing them a hunk of
That way
flesh.
it's not
just
harming
leave it.
anyone.
Most
I
Mandalorian
don't.
armor is not.
I'm not from here. I have diplomatic immunity.
Also, Republic is not on such good terms with the Jedi. So, fuck you.
Wait,
Yeah, just call it that.
You're still citizens of the Republic.
Who's gonna stop us? The Republic troopers that are totally going to stop us and do stuff?
Oh, yeah. Come here and take it then. I'll take this armor just to turn it
Do
in.
you take any of the supplies, Wave, or tell anybody?
Well, I'm trying to figure that out. We think that there are people on the ship, right?
You
Yes.
don't know. Yes.
Yeah. Gildara said there's movement
Oh, then yes.
twice, outside and then also inside. She set it up when they were their stuff.
Then they're gonna leave the stuff behind and like go over to Umi. Master, I found some things in the ship that could
What
be
did you
helpful.
find?
They'll point over to the crate that they cut open. There's some. Sorry, there's some med packs and money credits.
That could be helpful.
Oh, is that what you found? I have found just, kind of armor, it seems.
Doesn't it belong to someone?
Someone dead, yes. I don't want it. It doesn't look good.
Oh, they were.
And clearly it is useless armor. Doesn't even protect them.
They were looking up at Umi, and they're gonna look a little bit like surprised when you say that there's a dead person.
Is it Mandalorian?
It has a dragon skull head on it. I don't know much about these Mandalorians. My guess is if this is a Mandalorian ship and he's in the pilot seat, then yes.
Well, at least that's one threat taken care of.
They are threats.
Yes. They plunged
Understood.
the galaxy into war.
I see. Understandable.
The ruthless crusaders with a desire for victory above all else.
Mm-hmm. That's it? Just wanting to be victors?
And conquerors.
Wow. Savages. Uncultured savages. As
Precisely.
he'll just open his book and write things down. Oh, did Umi say anything else?
Oh, she just said precisely.
Gotcha. That is all I found now.
Is
So it
it
doesn't
okay?
seem like there's anyone else on this ship. Oh, you go, Wave. I apologize for interrupting you.
Is it okay to take these things then, Master?
It would appear that if their owner is deceased, they would be of more use to us than them.
We will go back over to the box then and set it by HK and Gildara. Like over here. Just to pick up later.
I give 2 thumbs up to Wave.
Wait, aren't you resting? Wait, I forgot you're not unconscious if you're resting.
We are
No.
unconscious.
Yeah.
I just have to be remain in a motionless state.
We'll actually just like put it next to HK then.
Are you dishing out the supplies? Is that what you're doing?
No, they're just putting down the crate to take later,
Oh, okay.
like by HK.
Like, we'll take the whole crate out of here.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
No,
need the whole crate to carry all. These things are not that many. These are things you can keep in your pockets for the most part, except for the med packs and the antitox kits. So keeping the crate would probably actually be a good idea for those.
Yeah, I don't have a bag.
There is still areas of the ship not investigated. I'm assuming after you guys, the 10-minuters, are waiting for the other people to also kind of rest up, or now that you guys know that the pilot is dead, are you guys going to be a little bit more comfortable to kind of look around the ship?
Umi won't be.
Wave will wait longer to explore the rest of the ship until like everyone else is.
Yeah, I will wait here. I have a lot of writing to do.
Are you going to try to take this armor at all, Airboss, or are you just taking notes about it and leaving it?
I mean, it does nothing. It's nothing good. It's damaged. It's shit.
The
Nothing
center,
strong like anything else.
the center does look worth something. As I said before, the center seems really good. Just that center circle. So if you'd like to cut it free, you could. But otherwise, the rest of the armor looks like shit.
If anyone else wants it, they can. It's not on my character's mind.
I don't think any
Also,
Jedi are gonna
worth-
mutilate a body.
And worth and value seem kind of nothing, so it doesn't seem that useful, I guess.
Do you have armor tech tools?
I have some, yeah.
Roll an armor tech check for me.
Gotcha. I forgot to add this, so I'll just roll this.
That's gonna be, I believe, intelligence.
23.
Okay. So, this, after you kind of like observe it a little bit, it looks to be a very strong metal. Not possibly, like, worth isn't exactly what you would have on mind. It looks to be incredibly strong metal, because you can see that it looks like some of the metal from this spike that's stuck into him, the metal itself broke on this, like, plate before it actually went through him. So it, like, scraped off this plate and then went through his armor. It looks like it could be perhaps modified or used to improve maybe a section of your own armor, if you so wish to take it. Otherwise, I will not press it any further.
I'll take it then.
Alright, you don't really need to roll a sleight of hand, because you're not going to damage this. You have 2 pounds of Beskar.
Gotcha.
Golden Beskar, specifically. This material can be used to modify armor, but only armor.
How so would it get modified?
If you did an armor attack check and, like, monkeyed with your armor, it could be used to bolster your armor, perhaps. I would have to read on the 5e site to see what Beskar adds, because I believe it is one of the materials listed. It would probably be a much more reduced effect than what is listed, though, because there's not that much of it.
Gotcha.
Also, it's not 2 pounds, it's 1 pound. I read my notes wrong. I apologize. It's not a very big circle. Also didn't make a handout for that. So it seems like you guys aren't doing much until you're all ready to move. So I'm going to fast forward to the end of the hour. You guys have all completed your short rests. Anything that you guys get back on a short rest is back. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go over here, clear some of the boxes using my force, and I'm gonna go up here.
Wow.
I'm gonna separate and go this direction instead.
Oh, Wave is gonna follow Umi.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Why, hello there.
As you guys step in, this seems to be...
Umi Kaifu!
This seems to be...
Yeah.
Docking areas? Perhaps to load things onto the ship quicker. Or, as you look over here, there seems to be some canisters. Most of them are empty. This one seems to be closed. Tight. This one's open, and these two, open from the side, look like they've been emptied as well. Or perhaps never even filled. Would you like to roll an investigation check, either of you?
Looking for what?
For what made the noise, so...
I have no
Would that be
interest in materials.
Well, this wouldn't be an investigation check to look for materials, it'd be to look for things, creatures. So I think it'd be more of a perception check. So give me perception checks around the board.
11.
Okay.
Using sight?
Yes.
Wow.
17.
I got a 22.
Got a 15.
Is HA coming with us?
Yeah, we're all healed up. We're all doing all right.
Yeah.
All right, what'd you guys get?
11.
17?
22.
17.
22. And what'd you get, HK?
15.
So as you guys enter in, I need to make a roll. As you guys step in, most of you searching around, at first you don't hear anything, and then almost unanimously, as you guys are inside here, you're all going to hear movement from right here, inside of this canister. Like a very light shuffling sound, and a very soft little like...
Well,
Okay.
let's check it out.
Yeah.
Is Umi's lightsaber still ignited?
If Gildara is walking up to it, she'll keep her lightsaber ignited and stand back. Otherwise, she would de-ignite it and walk forward, but if Gildara is going to open the canister, then she'll stand back with it ignited.
And wave
Yeah.
off, so do the same. Like, later.
Gildara will move over.
Are you going to use the Force to open the canister, or push the button?
I mean, yeah, I'll use the Force. I'll use Force push-pull to just open the canister.
As you use the Force and open the canister, as you look inside, peering down, you're going to see the top of like a golden domed helmet, and you're going to watch as it like tilts up and looks at you. And you're going to watch as a little furry like mitt, a little furry hand, reaches up and holds what looks like a wooden lightsaber. And they're going to hold it pointing up in the air and start shaking it. As they're going to climb out a little bit, and they're going to kind of hold themselves at the top of the canister, and then you're going to watch as the helmet kind of slumps them forward as it like pulls them down to the ground, as they let off a very soft little... As they tumble to the... Oh, wow, I gotta turn that off. As they tumble to the ground, you'll watch as the helmet rolls off of them, and you see a very tiny little Wookiee that's currently holding up this wooden lightsaber in defense of itself, as it's like holding it in front of you, and it goes...
Wave is gonna
I'll sheath my
de-ignite.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
This is clearly a threat. I use Force choke.
It's dead. It's dead.
I toss a grenade.
Yeah.
Did someone
oh,
say Force
okay.
choke, which I definitely don't have as a power?
Alright, you sleazy.
HK, you'll know what these little noises it made meant. As it speaks, the Wookiee essentially said, "Hello, ouch."
I will
Would you like to be on auto
say back.
translate? You can just tell me if there's something you don't want to translate.
Yeah, I'll just go in a. Yeah, I'll just speak to the. I'll just auto translate it all. Yeah.
It's going to go. As it begins chittering off, it's going to say in Shirwook, "I have these things. I found them. My friend, the person that captured my friend, can't own them anymore. I own them. They're mine. Can you help my friend?"
You're translating this?
Yeah, I'm speaking out loud to you all.
Okay. Who is your friend? What friend?
They're gonna hold up that little wooden lightsaber and say, "My friend owns this."
Are they handing it to me? Or what,
Yeah.
what are they... Alright, I'll take a look at it.
As
Turn
you
it in my
take
hand a little.
I'm gonna show it to you guys.
What?
Whoa.
Woo!
Your friend gave this to you.
Yes, they're my friend. They told me I can do stuff, and they'll give you a thumbs up.
What is the name of your friend?
They're gonna look down and they're gonna like rub their head, and they're gonna say GD.
A Jedi?
No. GD.
Is that... All right.
They look serious. They look dead serious when they say no. It's pretty sure it's GD. They're gonna look over at Umi and they're gonna say, "You're tall."
What is this? Lovely complex? Is that all people have to say?
And they're gonna look over at HK and they're gonna say, "You look like the person in the front of the ship. Are you bad?"
Ty, real fast. I think your mic's doing a funky thing.
Oh, am I? They're gonna look at you in the front of the ship and they're gonna say, "Are you bad? You look like the person in the front of the ship." To you, HK.
I will respond back in Sherwook. Correction. I am with these people.
They're gonna tilt their head, confused that you know how to speak like them. And they're gonna like look side to side, and they're gonna hold up the helmet and they're gonna say, "Don't take this though."
Why not?
I took it myself.
From who?
They're gonna point towards the cockpit.
All right.
They're gonna say, "He fought with my friend and then put them on the ship, but they didn't see me because my friend told me to run. So I hid in one of the boxes that they brought on. And then the ship thing fell down and I saw that he wasn't moving, so I took his things. And I've been eating a lot, but I've been scared to leave the ship because the Mad Claws are down here."
Mad Claws.
As soon as you say Mad Claws, you're gonna watch as they like shiver with like ugh.
Wave will speak up and say, "There's a lot of dangerous things on the surface, so..."
They're gonna say nothing scarier than Mad Claws.
Well, possibly. I've had to fight many creatures in my day.
They're gonna say, "My uncle said that my parents were Mad Claws and they were scary, so they took care of me. And then my friend found me." Mad Claws can't live with us.
Perhaps you can take us somewhere where we can find more people. Perhaps your friend is nearby somewhere.
friend's
Would you
over
know
there.
where they've gone?
Where?
Where?
And they're going to, 1 second, I have to take them out of the GM overlay. Boop. Wait, did it not? Oh, 1 second. I forgot how to do this. There we go. And token layer. Boop. Here's your little friend. They're gonna say,
Whoa.
"Oh, by the way, my name is," and I'm gonna send their token to everyone.
Oh God!
I'll call them Pig.
I can't.
Don't.
Why?
What are you
Want
gonna
me to-
call them then?
Do you want me to call them Pigom?
Say their
Pigam.
name in all of its
Pigam
beauty, Andrew.
Kiarish.
I want to hear how you pronounce it.
Pig.
I'm Sarai.
Pigam Kiarish.
I did a Wookiee name generator, and that's the first one I saw, and I went, "That is beautiful."
Calling them Pigom.
Pigam Kiarish.
You call him Pig, I'll cut you in half.
I'm gonna call them
If
Piga.
people call Chewbacca Chewie sometimes, I will call Pigom Ciarasic Pigom.
Pigam Kiarish.
Piga.
Pigom Kiaris.
How is it going in your room? I have found still nothing. Oh,
This
for that
wall.
dead corpse.
keep looking.
As I'm just looking.
Erebos,
You want me to keep looking?
It seems like you're in the middle of a wall.
Looks like
How did you do that?
he clipped into the wall.
Yes,
No
I'm
shit.
observing this wall. It is also shit.
No
These
clip.
Mandalorians really have horrible poor design.
That's probably how you got
Would
through
you
the
like to
wall.
look at this wall?
Maybe
Instead?
the reason it looks
Nah,
like
that
shit
one's
is
also
because you're
shit.
inside of the wall instead of in front of it.
I will promise you
What
the
are
skull
you
is not
talking
shit.
about?
Suggestion: we found a child, Erebos.
A child.
They just
Of
tilt
what
their head.
kind?
They don't know what the hell you guys are saying.
Explanation: we found a Wookiee child, but I am very much confused by their story. It has many weird ideas, in my opinion.
Let me take a look. I've never seen a Wookiee before.
Explanation: like, I don't understand why, if they were afraid of this person, they hid inside their ship. Despite all the vast resources, I'm still confused why they would not hide up in the trees.
As you're
Perhaps
speaking,
it's a droid thing.
it doesn't seem like they understand you, but they're gonna hold their helmet up next to your butt, and they're gonna like look at their reflection in the helmet, and they're gonna look at their reflection in your butt, and they're just gonna look up at you. And in Shirwook, they're gonna say, "Are you sure you don't know him? Are you really sure?"
Is this to me?
Yeah, they look at you after looking at the reflection of your butt and looking at the reflection in their helmet, and they're gonna say, "Are you sure you don't know him?"
Statement: I don't know which him you are referring to.
The dead guy, as they're gonna point towards the cockpit.
Suggestion: well, then why would I know the dead guy if I just arrived here?
What?
Resuscitation: why would I know the dead guy if I just arrived here with all of these people?
That's a good point. They're gonna walk away from you, and they're gonna grab onto Gildara's arm, and they're gonna start pulling you out through the other door.
Oh, okay. I'll follow.
HK types in his notes: kids are weird.
Erebos just stares. And
You
stays at
work
Star
for a
Wars.
kid.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
but
Wookiee.
you're a functioning child.
As you step into here, Gildara. Oh wait, let me reveal areas to you.
I'm gonna put that in my notes.
As you step into here, you see what looks like a powered up, like force jail cell, force chamber. And inside you see what looks like a very decayed Wookiee wearing Jedi robes.
Whoa.
As I'm going to...
Can we, be following behind Gildara?
Yes. So you'd enter in at the same time and see this. As they go up towards it... Also, you're outside of the ship, Gildara. Get back in here.
Oh!
Get back in here.
Wade will just be, sitting in this corner. Standing
Go in
in this
there.
corner.
Did anyone else come over here?
I'll move out of your way, love.
What? Out of the ship!
You're out of the ship!
Oh, okay.
I'll move out of your way.
You're outside of the ship. You're just glitching all over the place.
Okay.
You're still outside of the ship.
You can hold Alt when you move your token too to kind of fit into the slot you want to.
Why is that? That's just diagonal line. Tic-tac-toe
Well, they're gonna
game.
come in and they're gonna point up and they're gonna say, "That's my friend. They've been in there a while."
Ooh.
What are they in, by the way?
They're in like a little prison chamber, with like a blue force dome over top of them. Looks like they've been locked inside, and you can see what looks like the tips of their fingers look almost burnt, scorched, like they were trying to claw at the force barrier to get out after a certain point. And they've kind of now just leaned against the back of the metal, almost like with their knees kind of pointed up, sitting on the ground. As I'm going to send a little thing to roll 20.
Ugh.
Wait, so she's dead?
She's very dead.
Oh, they have a part. They have a part in their fur.
Respect the dead, Andrew.
I'm a droid. The dead mean nothing to me.
That's true. You are a droid, Andrew.
I am
You
dead
are
inside.
a droid. And they're going to say, "Can you help them?"
I'm afraid not.
They're just gonna scowl.
Oh, I'll be here to translate. I can't translate from the back of the room.
They're
I
gonna
mean, you could.
they're gonna look through the chamber, and they're gonna look back over at you, and they're going to say, "What do I do?"
Well, there's nothing to do. I'm afraid your friend is... Well, your friend is no longer alive.
They're gonna scowl again, not like angry, but just confused, like they're thinking. And they're going to say, "You kind of look like them."
What the...
Our boss is just gonna
Question.
mutter
Child,
something quietly.
This
to
this
himself.
humanoid looks
You're in
nothing
that.
like your dead friend.
Please tell me you say
Nick,
that.
Can I roll
I do say
perception
that.
to hear
Yes!
Sure.
you?
I'll make a stealth check. Why don't I?
I
One
say it
is
in canon.
Covered in
that
fur,
correct-
the other one.
Yeah, I say it in
Oh,
canon correction.
Wow.
This person is not
What'd you
like
get,
your
love?
dead-
I got a 7.
7. Let's see what I got for my stealth. Maybe I got worse love. Who knows?
Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay.
I apologize, love.
They're going
okay.
to they're gonna speak up, and they're gonna say, "You have similar clothes. You're not
Oh.
like me, but do you know where they're from?"
Well, yes, I'm from there. I'm from where people like this come from. A planet called Coruscant. That's right, Ty? We're on Coruscant.
Yeah, you're
Look
looking.
again.
They're gonna
Yes.
look confused.
Guess Umi in Wave's attire is not as good as Gildara's.
I mean, I feel like my attire is probably objectively better.
And closer.
Excuse me.
Well, it's just that they don't have much robes on like Gildara does right now. They only have like the cross-section robes, while you guys have like
True.
full robes.
Oh, I did specify. I did take
Yeah.
off my...
You have like the
My
vest
thing.
thing on, like when
Yeah.
Obi-Wan takes off his robes. That's what
The
this Wookiee
tunic,
is
yeah.
exactly
Doesn't look
wearing.
good as my clothes, but you know.
Suggestion, child, do you need glasses?
They're just gonna look
Okay,
at
no
you.
need to be rude.
They're gonna look at the droid and they're gonna say, what?"
Explanation for suggestion. Do you need tools for your eyes that'll make a motion of like cup hands around the where my optics are? Do you need tools for your eyes to help you see better?
They're just gonna blink at you and they're gonna say, "I don't know that. I don't know."
Explanation. Because she looks nothing like your dead friend.
Their eyes are gonna start welling up with tears a little bit.
This poor kid.
I'll turn to the party. Help! I broke the child.
God! I
Okay,
move
all right.
forward.
Umi's
Oh
gonna
my
walk
Wait,
over.
To myself.
We will also like kind of stand behind Gildara. Wait,
Question,
not in a
what's the right
bookshelf.
tool to help the child?
Umi will kneel all the way down to the ground and like gently and slowly move a hand out to like rest it on their shoulder.
They don't
Question,
see
do they
anything
just need support to stand up? Is that what the
What?
shoulder is for?
What'd you say,
Who
Ty?
wrote this?
I said they don't see anything cohesive, so HK can't or translate. They're just kind of
But
making
they're not,
sad
like,
noises.
They're not like freaking out from me touching them or anything.
No, they just kind of lean into your hand a little bit, and they're going to say, "My friend liked me because I could do cool stuff."
Umi's gonna give a full-on hug at this point and like pat its like a back hug, you know, like where like they're facing away from you, and then she's gonna just like pat their head.
They're gonna reach over towards Gildara as you're holding them, as they like embrace the hug, and they're gonna, from your hand, you're gonna feel as the lightsaber that they gave you kind of pulls a little bit and starts to like move your arm up.
Wait, what are they doing? They're taking the light.
It looks like they're using the force to like move your lightsaber.
Okay, important point. One of like my lightsabers or the lightsaber?
The lightsaber they gave you specifically.
Cool. Okay, good. I mean, I'll just walk over then at this point, and I'll kind of look at them and say, "This was your master, then?"
They're gonna tilt their head and they're gonna say, "What? What's that?"
Did they teach you to do things?
No, they said I was gonna go somewhere where I could learn.
I see. Well, we are from that place where you learn, and we also can take you there if you'd like. You have an affinity for things that we can do, and I will use my force push-pull to just kind of levitate a small kind of piece of debris off the ground and kind of rotate it in the air.
They smile and they kind of break from the hug, and they go over and they like start to reach up to grab that thing, and you're gonna watch as they take it and hold it in their hand, and you're gonna watch as they squeeze their eyes shut, and then they also very jankily make that piece float in their hands, and then you watch as it swings off to the side and sticks into the wall.
Well,
like, force.
Yes, we teach people like you how to use this ability safely, and how to control it and better understand it as well. It doesn't just manipulate objects, it lets you see things, do things, observe and experience things in ways you couldn't possibly imagine. It's a gift to use this in such a way.
They're gonna blink their eyes.
I'm just imagining HA42 translating all of that like complicated language into Streetbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna blink their eyes a few times, and they're going to say nothing, and they're gonna give you a raised hand, and they're gonna like push it against your the saber in your hand, and they're just gonna wiggle it, and they're gonna say, "I like these."
Yes, this is a powerful tool that we use.
They're gonna say,
now,
"I can't eat it."
No, you cannot. It is a tool that you will earn eventually, as I attach it to my belt. Currently, it's too dangerous without proper training to use. However, eventually you will be able to use one of your own.
They're gonna blink their eyes again, and they're going to say, "Like a weapon?"
You can call it that. But that depends on the user of the object.
They're gonna smile, a big like toothy smile, and they're gonna walk over to you, and they're going to grab onto your leg and kind of slide down, sitting on your foot, and they're gonna say, "Take me."
Take me.
Okay. Alright. Well, we have some business to attend to here on your planet, but once we complete it, we will bring you with us back home.
They're gonna look up
Wait,
at you,
where?
and they're gonna scowl.
We're bringing that thing with us.
I just turn and look at you. Yes.
Wave will also kind of look at you,
That's
like with their eyes kind of narrowed.
Wouldn't that impede on the mission that you are all on?
And
now
what
we have
mission is
an
that?
additional mission.
Wave will
I
not.
thought your mission was to deal with Kashyyyk and stuff. In a way, figure out what's going on. This
Suggestion.
feels odd.
Evidently,
To be fair,
this
this is. Apologies. Keep going.
Evidently, this was a mission from one of our order, which was never completed. So it seems only just and right for us to complete it for them.
And we need to help them.
You also seem quite... Well, you speak as if you're quite knowledgeable for not knowing why we're actually here as well. I don't... This addition will not impede our mission.
He'll just kind of narrow his eyes as he looks at this Wookiee and look back.
The Wookiee
Suit
comes.
yourself.
always-
I am just here to observe.
Well, since you're
That is
always
all.
looking for information about the Jedi Order, this is a perfect example that one of the key tenets of the Jedi Order is compassion. You should have some yourself.
Just kind of narrow his eyes. I have compassion, but thank you for the lesson, Umi.
The little Wookiee is gonna look back at the Wookiee in the chamber, and they're gonna say, "Goodbye, friend."
I lean over and whisper to HK, kind of glancing over at Erebos, and I'm whispering this, but I say, for someone who's here to observe, he sure likes to give his opinion on things.
That's good.
Yeah.
I will.
Very good character analysis.
I will say to the aside also. Judgment. I'll say, aren't they also not from here?
Yes, I think correct.
The Wookiee looks really confused because I don't think HK was translating that conversation, so they've just been
Nope.
looking at all of you very patiently. Having no
I
idea.
translate what the kid says, not for the kid.
Wait, then the kid has never talked to any of them if that's the case, because he doesn't understand galactic basic.
No, he's just saying like he's not gonna translate everything we say unless
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah.
to the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So he's just watching,
I'm not
he's just
his
happy.
I'm not his personal talk-to-speech kind of droid. Oh shit.
I'll look to everyone else and I'll say, well, perhaps we gather what we can here and well, I suppose I don't know what after that. We need to go examine and look for, as I open up my notes. I mean, I know why I'm here.
Oh, the little Wookiee is going to look at all of you as you guys are, I assume, getting ready to leave the ship, right?
Wait, why are we getting ready to leave the ship?
Are you not? Are you staying on the ship, or?
Can't
trying to
we
get it
use
running?
this? Yeah. Well, sorry, not that I can make that suggestion more than just
There-
saying.
Is the ship in a worse or better condition than our ship?
Well, it's not exploded, Andrew, so I think it's in
It's-
a pretty damn good, better situation than your other ship.
Is it? Are the walls like fully like all the there's no like giant holes in it or anything like
None
that?
of the walls, not even the front window, is breached. If you go to the cockpit, you'll see that the pole sticking through the guy wasn't even part of the ship. It looks to be like a spear of some sort that was stabbed up through him that was like laying around in the cockpit.
Couldn't we try using this ship to get back up?
Well, yes, we're still needed here on the planet, but it would make traveling a little bit easier. And perhaps if the scanners on the ship are functioning, I don't know how that works, but If they are still functioning, we can perhaps use them to help us.
Yes, I don't think we're going to find anything on the surface of this planet. We'll need to get up higher. So this
Right.
ship would be a good place to start.
I am not a good pilot or technician, so if I'm needed for anything other than that, let me know. But
I'll see what I can do.
for now, I'll talk with our new friend.
HK, can you help?
Of course. Statement, of course.
What sort of checks do I have to do to see like what the damage to this ship is, or whether or not it's like functional?
Technology check.
Can Wave go with Umi and help Umi, like, give her the...
Yep,
Oh.
and your remember with this campaign, you guys can stack your advantages with a +2. So if you all just after giving advantage, if you guys just stack on helping one person, you guys can real buff up one person.
HK.
You can also sync. The
HK.
rule I've decided how it's going to work is
Yeah.
you can sync 3 exhaustion points into adding your proficiency.
Who wants to
Again.
die to fix
Wow.
this ship?
Which is
I will
never
use
gonna
all of
happen.
my exhaustion. Wait a minute, I'll
Whoa.
use all of my exhaustion.
Aw.
Huh.
Natural 20, 25.
There we go.
Woo!
With a natural 2025, going through all of the like computers on
Oh,
the ship,
sorry.
trying to figure out exactly what you need. It seems like most of the ship is heavily functional. It doesn't look like there's any parts missing. There's no damage to the hull. There's no damage to the shields. The only issue is, it seems that the power source in the ship has been leaking for about 2 months. So if you guys are going to get the ship up, you're going to need to find a power source or something to recharge it with.
So is the power source like fuel, or is it like electricity? Like it's like a charged cell? or
It's like a
something?
battery. You need another battery.
Well, first of all, we probably should go and like patch up the battery or remove the battery and like clean up the area so that we don't have any like electrical fires or anything.
If you remove the battery while you're doing this stuff, you're not going to be able to do this stuff. Because there's not going to be any power to the ship anymore. It's been leaking like having your car lights on kind of leaking, but there is damage to it, if that makes any sense. So it's not like leaking any
so it's
fluid.
not like leaking battery acid.
It's leaking
like
power.
It's just been all the lights have been on this whole time, so it's just been slowly draining power.
Well, no. It's leaking power all on top of the lights being on. There's damage to it, but it's not leaking anything dangerous. Maybe just a little bit of radioactivity, but not anything that's going to kill you.
Wait, does it seem like then there's enough power to get at
Up?
least
No.
to some... Yeah.
That
Oh.
would drain the battery. With your check, you'd know that would drain the battery instantly, and you'd just plop back down, and then you'd have nothing. Right now, you probably have about 6 days worth of functionality on the ship, just by itself, like not flying it. But there's 2 things on top of your check that you should know. First of all, if you look over, there's a blinking red light that marks a proximity sensor, essentially saying that something is near the ship.
And second of all,
And then second of all, you watch that something fly by the ship. You'll notice what looks to be another ship hovering down in this lower layer, zip by the front of this ship. It's got like a kind of dulled gold paint that flies into the distance, and it looks like it lands pretty far away. You can hear the engines kind of whir as it sets down.
is there anything I can make out about the ship other than the color, like any symbols on it, or like the style of the ship or anything? Could I recognize the style of ship?
It doesn't look like a recognizable style of ship. If anything, it looks similar to kind of this ship, like a freighter-like ship, but does not look like it is armed or any things of the such. It doesn't look like a dangerous ship. And hanging from the bottom of it looked like there was these large sensors or like field equipment.
Okay.
like somebody's scanning the bottom of the planet. But when it flies away, the proximity alarm is still going off.
Is it loud?
No, it's just a blinking light. I shouldn't say
It
alarm.
Could
It's
be broken, but
Are you looking through the window still?
yeah.
You see what looks like 4 other people of the same species as your little friend you found, 4 other Wookiees, and it looks like each of them are carrying what looks like spears. Some of them don't look like they're holding spears, just have their hands out in kind of like a wide stance as they're walking around. And it looks like they're heading over towards your ship as their heads kind of tilt and they start moving forward. You watch as they use hand gestures to kind of point over towards the ship and maneuver.
Master, there's some more of these people outside. I'm going to go and try and speak with them.
What's your AC?
Yeah.
Now it should be, because after the short rest I cast a bit battle precognition, so it should be 17.
Wave is gonna follow Umi out to go talk to them.
Before you even make it out of the cockpit, as you turn to speak to Master Gildara, you're going to D12. I never get to roll these. You're going to take 11 points of damage as you're going to watch as one of these spears goes flying through the window. It slams right into your shoulder, and that's where we're going to end session.
Whoa.
So the window's gone. There goes our health.
Oh shit!
It's okay, we can still fly within the planet's atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, we just need to get to the surface. Well, sorry, not the top.
The canopy, yeah.
Yeah. So this is still our best bet.
Yeah,
to the
of course
top.
they had to ruin it though.
So
Okay.
Next session. HK, there will be one thing. Oh.
I was just gonna say, because I got a new force power, I think I can use. I think I can. Oh no, never mind. I didn't take it. Never mind. I lied. I didn't take that force power. Never mind.
Andrew, you're going to hear one thing from the little Wookiee as session ends,
Mhm.
and this is what you're going to hear.
Oh, you typed it out.
Yep. I don't know if you want to say it out loud to the party dramatically, or if you want to just keep it to yourself.
No, I'll say it out to the. I'll say resuscitation, mad claws.
Ooh.
Very well.
Had a feeling it's that.
Let's get a pee-pee boy goodbye.
As PP Boy always says, sometimes you gotta know when to
Hold them.
hold 'em.
Ooh.
Know when to fold 'em. Yeah.
Fold 'em.
Know when to walk
Just
away,
walk away.
and know
Wow.
when to run. 'Cause you gotta
Wow.
you gotta count your money when you're sitting at the table, and
Whoa.
you know what that money buys you? Dr. Octopus Robot